Welcome to Blood on the Clocktower training seminar. That's right, today we're doing Trouble Brewing. We're going to teach some noobs how to play the game. Let's see how this goes. We're going to beat the demon.
Hey, Chris.
Hi.
You're the chef?
Oh,
You get a 1.
I'm cooking tonight. All right.
Cooking with a 1.
Yes. What more could I ask for? A 2, maybe? Whatever. Thanks.
Yep, thanks.
So for those of you who might not know what's going on with that, let's take a look here. We're going to look at the chef. I am a 1. And the chef, you start knowing how many pairs of evil there are, which is a 1. Which means 2 of the 3 evil people are sitting together. But it ain't me. Bang! Yo, me. It's me. It's DDP. It's a reference for people that don't know, but yeah, my shirt's blue and it's gonna cut in and out here. I got a bad camera. I mean, it has nothing to do with any kind of green screen because I am actually sitting at Churchill's Northern Center here. So don't let that fool you because I am really out in the middle of nowhere. Thank you.
Wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I didn't realize somebody had actually left. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, so here's our little story going into it. So we are part of Canada's not finest scientists today, polar scientists. We're like the D team, and we all kind of bonded over that. And in Canada, they didn't want us to go all to the same like research station because that would be bad because we're not that great. We're like the bottom of the barrel hires. So they sent us all out to a different polar station across the Arctic. And so we've been there, and slowly over time, our top scientists, like the A team and B team scientists, have been disappearing, and no one knows what's happening. And there's been like rumors of this like impish character running around from polar station all across the Arctic, magically running around, but it's just kind of folklore. And there hasn't been any disappearances for a while though. But last night, I disappeared from my research station, and the next morning someone was out looking for me, and they tripped over my body, somehow became uncovered, and I was missing my head though, and inside my neck cavity there was this little like cheap looking ceramic clock tower of I think it's the Peace Tower in Ottawa, and it was just covered with blood, and it was stuck in my neck. And so with that, all of our top scientists are like, we'll hold down the forts at the polar stations. You guys all try to figure out what the heck is going on here. Let's see if it's just murders, or if it's a polar bear falling in crevasses, or if it's this monster out there. And with that, the game has started. Good luck, everyone.
I've solved the case already.
All right. Yep.
Yep. It's clearly a Yahoo. He would always put a little clock tower in somebody's body when he killed
I
them.
always
So click.
shudder when the
click
deaths are
later.
described.
I would.
Oh, someone left.
Yeah, Vince went to his room. I
Goodbye,
think.
goodbye, Vince.
I will go over to Vince, but you can choose who you go to or not. A tip: don't reveal your role right away. If you want to, you can get. I've seen people doing it now where they're doing 3 for 3. You could say I'm one of these 3 roles, or you could say I'm one of the top half. I'm one of the middle third, that kind of thing. Don't try to be vague about it until you figure out who you're talking to, because it's a very solid chance that JMac is evil and will use that information against you.
Yeah. Typically, if you widely share information, it benefits evil, because in this game, they're the ones that don't have, well, they have more information than us, but we don't want to give them all of the rest of the information.
Right.
Anyway, I'm going to go talk to John because he went to his room because he probably thought he was supposed to.
Okay. So
You don't want to talk to me?
Oh, Scott's over talking to him.
Okay.
I was
Vince, can I talk to you? I'm going to go to your room. Okay.
Sure.
So clicking breakout rooms, join yours.
Interesting.
I'll give you a heads up. Talking to Chris, you won't get any information from Chris.
Hey, now, hey. They have to learn by experience.
I actually haven't really played with you that much, Chris. I
Right?
just watch a lot of videos where you talk about how you don't give any information.
I give out huge information. Vital information to this game every time.
So that being said, JMac, do you want to go talk?
Sure. I'll come to your room.
Okay.
So we're all supposed to go talk to somebody.
Well, you can, yeah. I will
Well-
sit here and watch.
So if I wanted to talk specifically to John, I would wait for him to get back and then say, "Hey, can we go talk?"
Yes.
Yep.
Gotcha.
But there's nothing that says we have to go off and individually chat with somebody.
You
Nope.
could stay here and chat the whole time if you wanted.
Sean, you wanted to talk?
Is that me?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
I'll join you.
That sounds suspicious.
Totally sus.
Yep.
Ah, shit. Okay. I don't know how to join you.
Well, I know Sean in real life, so
They have breakout rooms,
That's why
and
I'm
then
gonna talk
just
to
pop
him.
up.
oh, so I just go.
Sean went to Sean's room, so you just have to find his room and then click
Okay.
join. Yep. And then click yes.
You may have to go to your own room first and then pull up the breakout room list.
Yeah, I have an update, and then you'll have to
Okay.
go to your room first.
So sorry, I have to go to my own room first.
Not if the whole list came up. If the whole list came up, then just by Sean's name, if you like go straight to the right of it, little join button will appear.
Now you can go to your room first. Sean went to your room now. So he's waiting for you there. He
Just
jumped.
go to your.
Just go to your room. And stay there, young man.
What I had to say to my son tonight. That's why I got out so
Ooh.
late.
Kids, I tell you. I know nothing about that.
How many kids do you have?
Only 4.
Or
Yeah, not so bad. Could be worse. Could have 12,000.
David,
Alright.
do you want to go talk?
Yeah.
J-Mac.
Who is that? JMac?
Yep. I'll come to
Put
your
on the
room.
mine.
All right. Who
Hmm.
would like to talk with me? Nobody.
I'm trying to. I was
Oh.
talking to JMac.
I
And I
don't
was
know
like,
what's going on.
I was just like, is there a meta where he would make you evil so you'd kill all your friends?
everything was random.
I know you would do it. That
Well,
way.
I was with Vince and we were discussing whether this is racism or cultural appropriation, this whole Canadian theme. Jojo, can I speak with you?
Yeah, sure.
I'll go
There
to
you go.
your room.
Okay.
Chris, do you want to talk?
Watch out for that Ross. He's a questionable character. Sure, I'll listen to you, Matt.
Okay.
I'll go to your room. Or should I call you Matthew? It looks like you prefer
I
Matthew.
don't really care.
Oh.
I've never really cared.
Okay.
I don't even really notice, to be honest. If like people say Matt or Matthew or whatever.
Right? When people say Christopher to me, I always feel like I'm in trouble, though.
Christopher.
What'd I do?
See, Matthew's not quite as long or like punctuating at the end to like have the anger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The really gets me, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, we got 5 minutes.
So I'm assuming you're gonna tell me you're a good guy.
Yep, I'm a good townsfolk.
And
Happy to be here. I will
I will say-
destroy all the evil.
I will say JMac didn't give me any info, but he said he was good. And I'll tell you what I told JMac. I'm not one of the top 4.
Oh,
The
good.
townsfolk, but not one of those like ones that actually have early info. Because I know he says I always play those ones bad. I kind of wanted to be like just to watch them because I just come out the first day with that and like
Throw it out there.
yeah, like I like to throw that out publicly to everyone. Just kind of, but I know that's probably not the right way to play it. So, but I'm not one of those because I probably would have screwed up already.
Well, I may or may not be a powerful townsfolk, but I don't know.
Yeah, my role depends on what happens. It could be powerful depending on
How
if
you
I do
use it.
things correctly. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
I got you.
Okay, talk to you later.
Yep. Have a good one.
To talk to JMac.
Boy, oh boy, did I just tell Matthew everything.
Sean,
Hey, told me
Sean, you
everything.
want to talk?
Sean, you want to talk, Sean?
Sure.
Okay, I'll head over to yours.
Sounds good.
Jojo, do you want to talk?
Yeah.
I'll come to your room.
Okay.
Evil better be scared. Me and Matthew got this whole thing fixed.
All right.
Chris, I'll talk to you in like 3 days.
So it'll be a quick game then, huh, Chris?
Yep.
I like how you just say, I'll come listen to you now.
Maybe we could have 2 games.
You like that? Oh, I'm always happy to listen.
All right. Well, I'm happy to talk to anyone that talks. So, David, do you want to talk?
I'll talk.
Sure.
What are you gonna say? Oh, I already have a situation with
Oh,
David.
yep. Sorry. Now
How
you
do I
just
join
talk.
a different breakout room?
Should
So
be
I'm
able-
the very top room. If you want to join my campus.
All right. Sounds good.
Now, Sean, when you click on breakout rooms, doesn't it show a bunch of them?
It just says you have been assigned to Max's room.
Okay, so no, what you want to do, go to breakout room. You'll see a list of rooms. So go to.
I don't get the list. I just
You're probably not updated. I moved you back to your room. So we'll always shoot you to your room. If you meet with people, you'll probably just want to try to get them to go to your room just because.
So this is the Zoom client needs to be updated. Is that
Yeah.
what it is?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Shitty. Okay.
Fine.
Yep.
Not a big deal.
I'll bump over to you, Sean.
Yeah. You come to me.
Ross, you don't want to talk to me? I got vital information. I can see the evil in his eyes.
Chris, you want to talk?
I'm always willing to listen. I will be happy to listen.
Won't talk though, huh?
Well, yeah, you never know. I might say something.
All right. I'll come to you.
Oh, okay.
Are you Churchill Northern Studies Center? Chris, the only Chris in the room, right?
Yep, that's me. Welcome to the Northern Study Center.
Oh, lovely. Wow.
It's very nice.
Well, welcome to my bedroom.
Oh.
I have reason to believe that you are not particularly evil.
Oh, good.
So,
Good
and
for
I'm
us.
hoping you are not.
I am not. Your information, wherever it came from, is probably correct.
Okay. And
What?
do you have anything that you could offer? Or anything that I should know to help you?
Do you know my role?
I don't know your role.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
But
Well-
I mean, I know, well, put it this way. I know the role you're not.
Oh. Okay. That's fair. There's nothing you can help me with except for helping me figure out the puzzle. So I don't know if you have any other information that would help me figure out the evil players.
Yeah, I don't know that yet. I haven't. I do feel like JMac was pushing for some information.
Did he give you any?
No.
Hmm.
So
Does seem like a little bit of a bad play then.
yeah, don't know if I was comfortable with him quite or not. But so
But-
good for now, I guess.
That's good. I'm gonna be, what should I say? I'm trying to figure out what I want to say. So I'll let you know later what I want to say.
Okay.
'Cause
How
I
many
don't-
times have you played? How many times have you played this?
Probably like 15 to 20 times.
Oh, really? Okay.
So not too bad. I mean, I know a lot of how to play,
This
more or
is
less. I have my own special way of playing, I guess people say.
Okay.
But I'm here to help anybody who needs help.
Good. Well, hopefully, I'm not playing into your devious schemes, but
You are
All
not.
right.
You are not. I am
Thank you.
good. You're
All right.
welcome.
See ya.
Yep.
Be back here in 5 seconds.
J Mac, you want to talk?
It is too late.
We have 5 seconds, so no.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Maybe tomorrow.
So how much time do we have
Nomination-
to talk? 5 minutes or so?
It
nominations
changes.
are open. It'll change. I give you the most at the beginning, and then
Oh, okay.
whittle down as best players.
So you're not going to get all information, and you're not going to get perfect information. Got to piece together what you can.
Did anybody hear anything about outsiders? That's an important thing to know. You don't have to know the outsiders particularly, but we need to know if there's 1 or 3 would be helpful.
Nobody claimed outsider to me.
Okay.
Nobody claimed outsider to me either.
All right.
I don't know anything about outsiders.
Don't we know that there is one though?
There's one.
There is one. It could be
The
a
one
drunk.
could be a drunk.
Yeah, so
They would know.
They wouldn't
Yep.
know.
But if we
There
don't
could-
hear,
there could be 3 if we have a Baron. Is that it?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. So one of the thing about the games is that there are things in brackets, and if there's a role in play that has a bracket, that basically modifies the game. In this script, if we have a Baron, then there's 2 additional outsiders. So the Grimoire shows that there's 1 outsider, but actually there's 3 if there's a Baron in play.
so
Well, and we would know that because 3 people would be claiming outsider. Therefore, the Baron must be in.
Well, even if 2 claim it, then we would know because possibly
Yeah.
one's a drunk.
Gotcha.
yep. But if nobody
Chris,
has
why
claimed
why are you
outsider,
asking about outsiders, Chris?
well, it's just good to know if we have 1 or 3.
It is. Yeah, it's helpful. Basically, if we discover 2, then we know that there's a Baron.
Yep. But if we discover none, that means we probably have a drunk. But we
That's
only got 1.
1, 2,
So I will go that one of you or me is an outsider. And if it's me, I'm drunk. Which is typical for these kinds of games. Scott. Random my butt.
Wait,
Well,
wouldn't even if the outsider were drunk, wouldn't they know who they are? Their ability just doesn't function.
They
They would not know they're drunk, though.
And
Yeah.
they don't know it's malfunctioned yet because they haven't tested it against anybody.
I'm in the mindset of in Werewolf, you have a card handed to you. So how could you possibly be drunk and reading the card that says Baron?
Well, see,
Right.
John, if you were the drunk, this role doesn't exist, but you were told you were the mechanic, and you think that your mechanic role works every night until you find out that it doesn't. Then you think, oh, wait a minute, I might be drunk.
Yep.
So the drunk is not told they're drunk. The drunk is told that they are a role that's in the game.
And you find out that your information is flawed and you should stop talking or stop trusting your own thing. And then he starts giving you real information that does actually apply, and then you don't trust it. So
But
They
that's why
torture
I'm
you the
asking.
entire game is what it is.
That's why I'm asking. Even if the outsider were drunk, they would still know they're an outsider. Yeah.
No,
No.
no, because
They
they
would
would
not.
think
They would
that
think
were
they're
the
a
I think they're
townsfolk.
townsfolk.
A
The
random
drunk
townsfolk.
is a odd one. The drunk is an odd one.
Yeah.
You do not know that you are drunk. You
No.
think you are a townsfolk, but your ability malfunctions. So, like for
You
instance,
might
if you
think
were,
you're a fortune teller.
yeah,
or
if you were-
Exactly.
if you were the drunk, you might be told that you're the fortune teller, and you do the fortune teller things, but you don't actually like everything that you do is completely just a facade.
Yep.
Okay. I'm with you now.
There you go.
Pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you think that's bad, wait until this game really gets going. Then we have poisoners.
Hmm.
At some
Okay.
point.
There is a poison, isn't there? There's a poison.
It's a possible,
There's
yeah.
there's a poisoner.
Poisoner in this script.
Oh,
You know there
Ross
was
is
a poisoner,
already
Ross?
confident that there's a poisoner.
in the script. He didn't say in play.
Oh,
There is a poisoner in this script.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
May not be in play.
Does anybody know if anybody had one of the top 4 roles that already has information? Has anybody said that they're one of those 4 roles?
I heard what I interpreted as that, but I'm not going to share that information because I didn't ask to be sharing that information. So for clarity's sake, new players, the top 4 roles get information once. They don't get information the rest of the game. So there's not really a huge risk in saying I had a top 4 role. Here's the information. Now that being said, sometimes you want to kind of work with that information before you make it all public. But I will say the investigator is a particularly useful one because you know somebody that is bad out of 2. So that is particularly useful.
And is that always accurate, or if
Well, it
Unless
could
you're
be.
drunk.
Uh-oh. Oh, come on.
Okay.
back?
Did everybody freeze?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Seems like everyone stopped talking.
I did.
I did for
Yeah.
sure.
I froze.
Gotcha.
Oh, we're in the polar ice. That might be
Oh
why.
man, it's so cold, guys. I need to.
Yes.
I know. And I'm wearing a t-shirt. This is terrible.
Yeah. So I just I read my room and it said I was a campus, so I didn't realize it was a polar campus.
Whoops. That's suspect right there. Let's kill him.
Hey,
Just for clarification, I live in Canada. I've never seen an igloo before. I just want to point that out.
I feel like I've seen one. I feel like I saw one at like Winterlude in like Ottawa or something. River Canal. Like I feel like I saw a fake one. Like not
Right. So
like one
the
that they
inflatable
just
ones don't count.
Well, no, like one somebody made as like a demonstration, not someone like actually lived in. You know.
Mhm.
Like.
All right.
I want to go
Not
visit
natural,
the
like-
Okay,
Eskimos.
does anybody have information they'd like to give, knowing that if they do get killed, they still get to play. So getting killed in this game isn't the end of the world. It's kind of, and that's hard. That's a hard hurdle to get over from the werewolf mentality. You want to last the entire game.
well, in fact, some of the roles want to die at night. So, like the Ravens Keeper, you actually want to die specifically at night so that you get your ability.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
So another one that is kind of weird is the Virgin. The Virgin, the first time they're nominated by a good player, the player that nominates dies. The reason that's good is because there's a lot of unknown in the game. If one of the top 4 roles wanted to nominate the Virgin, then that player would die, which would confirm that both the Virgin was a legitimate role and the person nominating was a townsfolk role, which is helpful because then we both have 2 people that we can trust.
Okay, so you know what I suggest is that I think we should stop giving advice and we should let everybody just figure out how to do this from here on out.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, Stephen, that's totally
That's
cool.
fine.
I think we should now we let them play. So okay,
Time to play.
You want to play a game?
yeah. Okay, so
What's your favorite scary movie?
I want to give information, but I don't know if it's the right time to do it.
Don't do it then.
I mean,
Is it helpful information?
Not, you know what? No, I can't confirm it at this point either. So what I would see what you guys think. I would nominate that we don't kill and just go in tonight and then get more information and go in tomorrow. That's a possibility.
But
I'm okay with that.
I may or may not be the Undertaker, and we need to kill people for that kind of a role, hypothetically speaking.
There you go. That's true.
I'm not saying I am, but I may or may not be.
Yeah, there's something to be said about having votes and, you know, have people nominating people. It does kind of give information, but I've also been told that that's a werewolf strategy and not a blood on the Clocktower strategy. So,
But it works. It does work. David, what do you think?
I think that if someone is willing to sacrifice and come out and say that they are one of the top 4 roles who will not get information later on, then to Chris's point, if we have an Undertaker, then it would confirm whether that information was correct or not.
Or we could start doing that day 2. Because it is good to have more people get more information.
I would think if there's an Undertaker, it is less useful to the group that one person gets information about one person, as opposed to all of us getting information potentially about.
I was suggesting that one of the top 4 roles comes out and says,
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I was just
one of these 2 people is this role.
Yeah, but even if they did that, we wouldn't have to kill them.
yeah, I don't exactly.
No, we wouldn't have to for sure.
I'll tell you. I'm the librarian, and There are two drunks in this game potentially. David is one, and JoJo is the other.
Liar. That's all I got.
So
Liar.
you were given that information. Scott just told you there were
Scott,
two drinks in these.
there's one drunk.
Oh.
It's either JoJo or David.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
It is possible that one's drunk and the other one's poisoned, if their information might be false.
Or it's possible Ross is poisoned and neither of them are drunk.
That's completely possible. Or he's drunk. He could be drunk.
I could.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's one of the three of us.
I mean,
Yep.
You know, librarian just drinking, that makes sense. I could see that.
Yeah, because I find out two players and an outsider role.
What were the two players you saw?
Me and David.
I'm not drunk. Whoa, that'd be a first. I think Ross is poisoned.
This is a night of firsts. No one's screaming, and Chris isn't poisoned. So,
So you were told that either David or JoJo is a drunk.
correct.
That's helpful for them to know that they might be drunk.
Yep.
It
that
is
is very good
like
information.
that.
And the way you started the conversation, it sounded like you said there were two outsiders potentially, but
No,
that's
there's-
not
No, that's one. There's just two people that
Yeah.
could be that role.
of two people.
Yeah, the way he
One,
said
I
it
would say there
didn't
were
sound
three,
very
because
good
you
right
could be
either.
one of the
but-
drunk.
And
You could also be drunk.
if that information is incorrect, that would make you the drunk, which would make you the outsider.
Yes,
Correct.
or the one of the minions
Or
is the
you're poisoned.
poisoner and poisoned me because I'm host. I initiated the game and they want to punish me.
Or
I would
there's a
actually think
spy.
That's likely for the
Well,
poisoner
no, the
since
spy
he
wouldn't
would be a
matter.
target for all of us.
Yeah.
It's not, we don't all know each other.
But I feel like librarian is a role that is not all that important. So if there is a spy in play, they wouldn't target the librarian. Who cares about
That
the
is true.
outsider?
I almost wonder if we should take Ross out just to see if the Undertaker.
That's why I didn't
gets
want to
in-
say anything.
Well, I'm not saying we need to, but if we do kill you and
Yeah,
one of them
it
is the
won't matter.
Undertaker, we could see if their information is going to be correct or not.
How
Correct.
would that show you if it's correct?
Well,
It would
if
only
you were
show
the-
if there
let's
was
say-
an Undertaker and we don't know if there is or not.
And they weren't drunk or poisoned.
Right.
So the poisoner has already done something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poisoner
Yeah.
just acts at night, so
Yeah.
they already.
They act the first
They
night
act
too.
night one.
Yeah.
That's
When
true,
Scott when Scott told them the role, he asked who he wanted to
Right
poison.
away.
Yep.
Yep.
So I'll declare I'm not the poisoner because otherwise I would have known that. But you know, already know.
Or you're very good at faking.
Yeah.
Innocence.
Anyone want to nominate today? If not, I'll start a countdown. Start a countdown in 10. We'll go to bed in 10, 9.
Yeah. I don't want to kill.
We only know one role, and everything
Yeah.
else is just statistically offing a bad guy or a good
I
guy.
wish it
should
was
say.
this easy to get kids.
Let's
to
kill
go to bed.
Ross.
Are you nominating Ross?
No.
So everyone's going to bed tonight, and I will visit some of you. Some of you I won't.
I'll believe
After I
him.
visit you, just stay in your room. I will give you a call back. And if you don't get visited, just stay in your room until you get that message to come back.
Bathroom breaks can be happen now.
Good night.
Not now. You got to hit join your room first. Ross could be evil. I do not trust him. He's sitting next to J. Mac, who was searching for info. Ross and J. Mac, and they're sitting next to each other. Do 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 do. So I think though we got a drunk.
Trouble Brewing is nice.
Seeing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We played games where they've gone on 3, 4, 5 hours.
That's the norm, I think.
My cases take 20 minutes. And disappearing from their station last night, assuming he's died in this game, he has died, is Vince.
Hmm.
We hardly knew ye.
Oh,
So I'm going to open up the breakout rooms for new people. Hit later if you have that option instead of going to your room, and then that will. allow
Hey,
you to-
Vince, you need to retake your seat in the grimoire.
So, John, I wouldn't mind talking again.
Okay.
I
So-
want to talk to him too.
Oh, your dad? Or me?
Joe, I'll talk to you after if you're around.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, Jojo, can we talk? It'll be real quick.
My room's the top one, just so you know.
I'll be in your room.
Chris, would you be interested in talking to Yahoo and me?
Sure. Is Yahoo inviting me?
David,
It's
is it
fine.
okay
If
if
John
I
wants
join?
you to come, I guess.
I
Is
will
it okay if
come.
I talk to you, David?
Aha.
I'll go to yours.
Steve, are you okay with Chris?
Yeah, that's
joining?
fine.
All right, where are we
Do you
going?
want to talk since
My
we
room,
haven't talked
top
yet?
one.
All right.
Vince, we'll talk.
Okay.
Take that, evildoer.
He doesn't necessarily know what he's doing, so who knows if he'll join us. Oh, here we go.
Oh, he knows what he's doing. He invited me.
So, John,
yeah.
What I wanted to say was, I know that you like rules clarity and all that, and you're probably not going to get as much of that. So, like, I am more than willing to help you if you want. So, like, you know what kind of explanations I can give. So, like, feel free to ask anything.
I appreciate that. Now tell me if I'm wrong. If we believe Ross that indeed he's the librarian,
yes,
and that one of the two people he named is drunk,
yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong. That means that most likely that is the only outsider in the game, and it's one of those two people. Yeah.
Well, unless somebody else claims
Unless there's a
outsiders. So
Baron.
Yeah.
here's the thing about outsiders is they're not particularly useful roles.
Sure.
And
Totally.
just like in Werewolf, some people, for instance, would say the Sasquatch should come out and be killed. That's their duty. Some people like to play their role. So like the recluse, literally the only thing they can do is say, I'm the recluse, kill me. Some people might not want to do that.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, though, short of there being a Baron, meaning there's
Yes.
3 outsiders,
Yes.
and short of him lying
Being drunk or
completely,
poisoned. Yeah.
okay, so or his information is incorrect.
Yes.
I chose 2 different people, and so I think that either Matthew or J-Mac is the imp.
Ooh.
I don't think either of them can be the recluse if indeed there's a drunk already in the game.
Well, what makes you think
Ah.
that Ross is the drunk, or that the other? Oh, because he sees a drunk. But see, he could have been poisoned as the
He could have.
librarian. That's the thing.
Sure.
Okay, so you're claiming investigator, like I thought.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
what-
what did you say that you thought that meant?
What I thought what meant.
You just said that somebody was the imp.
Ross or J-Mac or Matthew is what he said.
J-Mac or Matthew is the imp. Unless I'm drunk and my role is not working.
Okay.
Or you're
that
poisoned.
They
There
chose
could
me,
be
or
a-
the poisoner chose me. But what my point is there a poisoner is a minion? Okay, not an outsider. So that's possible.
Hey Yahoo, are you bad?
No.
There's only
Don't tell him anything else. Run away. Run away, John. Run away.
what 2 minions do we think are in play?
I honestly don't know.
Poisoner and spy, perhaps.
I met with J-Mac after you, Steve,
Yeah.
after I talked to you, but before I talked with Chris, I wasn't terribly comfortable with the way he was looking for information.
With who?
I've not
J-Mac?
played with him. I've never played with him before, so I don't know.
Who's that? J-Mac?
Yeah.
Or Chris? Chris is the one you're uncomfortable, because that would make sense.
No, it would not.
That's natural. But J-Mac was asking in a odd ways.
Okay. I
but
didn't notice that, so that I don't know.
You talked to him though?
I didn't know. I didn't talk privately to him. I only talked privately to you.
Why don't
and
you
two other
guys?
people.
Why don't you go talk to him and see what you're thinking? If you feel the same way, I don't know.
I could do that.
Oh, no,
I'm
J-Mac?
thinking- Well, do you guys have any information? Because I'm thinking J-Mac or Matthew's the imp.
I have none on either one of them at this moment.
So I'm not going to reveal a lot, but the information I have doesn't help at all right now.
So I'm definitely giving more information out than I'm ever getting.
At this moment, yeah.
So just so you understand, Chris doesn't share information.
When?
Chris doesn't share information, and I am being more reserved than you, because I don't know if you're good or not.
Okay.
Well, I don't
Of all
doubt that you're
people,
good.
You can read me of all people.
Well, we're like 5 minutes into the game, sir, And also you don't understand the game.
Oh,
Well, I mean,
Well-
okay. What I meant to say was, as soon as you read like the synopsis of the game, you didn't even need to play it because you already understood how it could be played in a million iterations.
I was there. I saw every permutation all at once.
Whoa. This is a dangerous room to be in.
Yeah. He's got some T-shirts that are like, I can explain it to you, but I can't understand it for you. We're talking,
Those are nice t-shirts.
All right. Are we good, guys?
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank
I will suss him out.
All right.
All
See
right.
ya.
That's fun. That's neat.
I'm a recluse.
Ah. Well, okay. All right. All right.
So that
Hmm.
makes the other information provided interesting.
That is interesting. Thank you, sir. Mr. John,
Yes.
we'd like to have a chat.
Okay.
Let's go to my place.
Half minute warning.
All right.
2.5 minutes.
Half minute.
J-Mac, would you like to talk?
2.5.
Yeah,
2.5.
definitely. I'll come to your room.
Interesting.
So, Chris, what information do you know already? Like, have you figured out the game yet?
Yes. But I don't want to spoil it for you new guys, so you got to, figure out a little
Damn
bit.
it, I've played before.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Played
if
in
we-
Scott's. What do you call it, Scott? Your friend group?
Yeah. There's one of my friends that we brought in.
Oh, okay. Well, then
I
you
know
already-
one thing. I know
Oh.
Vince is dead.
That's
He
it.
is. He is. He's
Better than a
defending champ,
doornail.
though.
Yeah.
So Vince can talk to us during the day.
Yep.
Yes.
Did anybody here talk to Vince yet? Either one of you guys?
I just think
Mm-mm.
no, not
No.
today. No,
Okay.
not in this game.
I'm just curious what he was. But okay. I don't see him. He's talking to Max. Okay. I can talk to him later.
The dead guy's talking to Max.
I don't know who to trust.
Do I trust you, Chris? Do I trust you, Sean?
You should if you're good.
You should. I'm a very good person.
Do we have a lot more time, or
Shush.
Got about a
Nope.
minute and a half.
No comments from my
Mm.
peanut gallery.
can I talk? Can I talk to Chris? Chris?
Sure.
Okay. You'll
Can I
meet
get
him-
in on that?
1 minute left. 1 minute left.
Who said that?
Yeah, you
Make
can
it-
come in, Vince.
Make it quick.
Oh yeah,
Chris
go
will
ahead.
put
Which room?
We'll go to Max's room.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, Vince. I assume since you guys were talking before, you told Max what you are?
Yep.
Is it a powerful role, do you think?
Well, I'll tell you. I'm the Raven Keeper,
Oh,
and I looked at you.
Oh, why'd you look at me?
I
That's
don't
okay.
know.
At least he cleared
You're
me,
very
I guess.
suspicious. Anyone who says they're a werewolf killer, we think. they're-
But he is the werewolf killer.
Yeah.
I watched
That's
some of those videos, and he's the werewolf killer.
you get lucky sometimes. That's all. Okay, so I can probably safely say there is not a spy in this game then, because they wouldn't have killed the Raven Keeper right away. So I'm looking at we got a poisoner and a scarlet woman, because I haven't heard anything about outsiders. You know what my role is.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you guys know, I'm gonna start saying I'm the Undertaker just for shits and giggles.
Okay. Do you think Ross is really the librarian?
I don't know.
Okay.
I want to talk a little bit more to a couple people, but I'm thinking that it's JMac and a Yahoo and somebody, obviously somebody else, but
So
Okay.
you said you
But-
think there's a Scarlet Woman and a
poisoner.
Poisoner.
poisoner? Okay.
That's my guess.
Vince, you need to take your seat in the web browser again.
Oh,
That-
again?
That's just an educated guess, by the way, guys. How educated, we don't know.
I don't believe his lies.
So before I open up the rooms, I just want to let you all know. Ross, did you go over what they're allowed to do once they're dead?
Yes,
All that?
that they lose their power. They can't nominate. They can only vote once.
Awesome. And then Vince, if you can write on your Zoom name, if you can change it and just put like dead next to it, it helps.
Dead Vince.
Yep. Dead Vince.
Not sure I know how to do that, but let's
I don't
see if
either.
I can.
So on your, in the top right corner of your picture, there's got the ellipses there, the 3 dots. It should give you the ability to rename.
Um,
Womp womp.
If not, it's not a huge deal. But
yeah.
Okay, I'll try to figure it out.
And nominations are open.
So a question, has anybody found any other outsiders? Because I'm just trying to figure out if there's a Baron or not, because if we believe that there is a possible drunk, is there possibly anything else?
Okay, so situation is thus. Most of you are aware of it at this point. I am the recluse, so I am an outsider. So I'm going to show up as evil on occasion, but I'm really one of the good guys.
Okay.
That makes the information that Ross provided last round, where there is one of 2 people is a drunk, that puts at least 2 outsiders on the table.
Or he was poisoned.
Or he was poisoned.
Or he was poisoned.
Or he's lying.
Or he's an imp just being Ross.
It's randomized.
You're being an imp because it's a good excuse to be a recluse if you're evil, right?
Yep.
Also puts a big target, so I don't know why I would do that if I was one of the bad guys. So
Yeah,
I'm
Ross.
here. I just if there has to be a Baron if the information from Ross's was accurate.
Right. So then that means there's one more outsider, and that means that it's either the butler or the saint.
Which either one could come out and be not in trouble. So, because it's not like we want to kill the saint during the day, so we won't.
No, that would be bad.
Anyone have suspicions of who is evil?
Yes.
You have an actual suspicion or a meta suspicion, Chris?
Maybe a little bit of both.
I'm sorry, I looked at my phone for 5 seconds. That was a cardinal sin. I shouldn't have done that. Did anybody die?
Nobody's dead yet.
Who died?
Everybody's dead.
The game is over.
I nominate John for looking at his phone.
Yes. Who did the imp kill last night?
No, that we were the imp killed Vince.
Dead
Vince
Vince.
is dead. I thought Vince was dead the first night.
Yeah,
He was.
We're in the nomination.
That's as far as we are. Nobody's
This
died
is still
tonight
day-
yet. Today.
This is still day phase. That whole discussion was day.
We're about to do nominations.
When we talk to each other, it's day. When Scott talks to us, it's night.
So quick question, are we using the standard Trouble Brewing script or the modified Trouble Brewing script?
Whatever it's showing here, I don't know what the difference is of the 2.
Okay.
What?
I have a feeling Ross was poisoned.
But right off the bat,
Oh, it would seem.
I mean,
Somebody-
you were the
somebody had to
host,
pick
like you
somebody,
said.
Ross.
Somebody had to.
yeah,
You got
I liked
Rossed.
I liked the idea of having solid knowledge for once.
So, Chris, do you buy into the possibility of a Baron?
I'm not sold on it.
Do you
Nope.
think that Sean's telling the truth?
My money.
I guess I'm not fully sold on that either, because that's a
My
good
money is on the poisoning.
fib.
I think
Actually,
he
that's a
was
bad
poisoned.
fib.
Poisoning
we
of
believing
who?
Ross?
Ross or
Ross.
Sean? Of
I
Ross?
think Ross was poisoned.
And if that's the case, then the bad guys wouldn't poison themselves. So that still makes me a good person or a good character. I don't know about person, but a good character. And that,
But I'd have to believe you're a librarian and
well, I know librarians anyway. Okay, so Any other information to give out? Any of the top 4 want to give us more information? Take a risk.
Any of the top 4 corroborate any of the above information?
Right. Like the chef would be very helpful at this point, if there is one. Right, you start knowing how many pairs of evil players there are. That would direct us into clumps. So if someone's suspicious, we could look at the person on the other side.
I'm gonna guess that there's probably 1 pair.
Guessing it? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
An educated guess. Because there's 3 people. You probably put 2 together, 1 away. Yeah. That's usually how it works.
Well, there's also
With the
if
randomizers.
we believe Sean's claim of a recluse too, he would also potentially.
He could be the third. Right.
He would read as a 4th evil person.
oh yeah.
He's gonna learn real quick that recluse is not a good demon bluff roll.
Yeah.
If he is a demon.
But point of order, Scott, do bluff rolls include outsiders?
Bluff rolls are.
Any of the rolls, yeah.
Rolls
Oh,
and
okay.
the outsider rolls, yes.
Okay.
See, and to be fair, I talked to Sean first day, and he told me he was recluse, and I warned him that telling people that he was recluse would put a massive target on his back and take
But
what you.
as I told Ross, that puts me a good person, and if necessary, fodder for the village.
So
I'd rather I went down than one of the more important roles.
I see. I can see that. I mean, you're gonna go down at some point soon, but just
It's
when
gonna
is the
happen.
question. Yeah, exactly. Let's
It
not
could
save them for the
permanently-
last like 6 or 7 people though.
You know,
Give them a couple days
So I
at most. At most.
so Jojo, I was reluctant to say that you and David were potentially drunk, because I didn't want to out you, right? But at the same time, I'm hoping that you'd be able to confirm, test out your powers if you had any, to see
I
if they work or not.
don't know that I should do that right now.
Okay.
So everyone's being very cautious. No nominations. No lynch mob ready to
Oh,
go after somebody.
Well, it feels like the problem is I feel like at this point, I don't really want to nominate Ross or Sean.
yeah.
because They're probably
Right.
they could easily both be telling the truth,
Yeah.
and then but they both aren't the worst people to kill. But then I don't really want to kill either of them because they
That's
lose
fair.
votes.
Let's kill J Mac then.
Yeah. Poor J-Mac. If you make it past day 2, it's a Christmas miracle.
I know, right?
If you're drunk, if you're drunk, how long does that last?
The whole game.
The whole
Whole
game.
That's your roll.
The poison could be the whole game if the poisoner stays alive and keeps poisoning you.
So Vince, you're dead. So it would not be an awful thing for you to give information if you have any, if you were given any.
It's so weird.
You got nothing?
Nothing.
Got nothing.
He's got very little.
Can you flat out tell us who
Can
you
you at
were?
least tell us what your role was?
I don't know if I'll reveal that yet.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think he has to right now.
No.
Ross,
could-
I gotta ask, do you
Yep.
believe Sean?
I've known Sean for almost 20 years at this point.
So no, you don't believe him.
So absolutely not.
He's hyper intelligent and really good at lying. So I don't know.
That's what you got out of 20 years.
Yeah.
Nomination.
And we're still together.
Just to be
10.
Should we kill J Mac?
This again?
just to be clear, if Vince were a minion or imp, we also would not know, right?
Right. He
would
wouldn't
not-
tell us that.
So we're only told once one side wins.
Yep.
I'm going to nominate Chris, knowing full well we're not going to kill him, and that's going to give us more time.
Okay, Ross is nominating Chris.
Good move.
Just gave your
Right. we can practice our voting skills. See?
There you go.
Yay.
Just practice correctly.
and Chris.
Vote.
You want to give a defense, Chris?
I am a wonderful townsfolk, and there's no reason to kill me because I may or may not be the Undertaker. I could be not, but I might
If you
be.
push at the last second, whatever is on my screen is going to be the one that counts. So sometimes it doesn't register.
Yep. So be careful with that.
The first vote goes to Matthew. 5 is the majority to put Chris on, or sorry, the first vote goes to, David. 5 will put Chris on the chopping block.
Now, see, evil is in this corner of the map. You can kind of see where they are.
1.
So Vince, you're not seated again. So what do I advise?
Don't kill him.
That when you
Don't kill
do
him.
vote, just give a thumbs up.
Don't do it, Jojo.
Don't kill him.
Yeah.
All right, he lives. A lot of bluffers, right?
Oh!
Gee, I'm doing the
Stuck one in.
I'm doing the Chris move.
2 votes is not enough.
Yeah.
Chris
We-
is safe.
We need to kill Ross.
Chris, you wanted to kill yourself?
I'm getting in the minds of the well, if I am the Undertaker, I can see if I'm really the Undertaker if I kill myself.
That is true, but that would be a little useless.
Yeah, that's true.
I like
From
to
the
just-
grave, I was right.
Matthew, can you tell us a little about yourself?
I mean, in game or out of game?
Oh,
Either, but in game. I was looking for.
He's a Scorpio. He enjoys long walks on the beach.
I'm a Capricorn. There's no beaches near me. No, I'm not one of the top 4 village roles. I've told some people roughly kind of ideas for what I am, but I don't have information right now. I may get information depending on how the game plays out.
All right.
But I'm not an outsider. I'm a townsfolk.
And
And-
does anybody you've spoken to have any reason to share with us what you think he might be?
No.
mean,
You know what? I'm really gonna nominate J-Mac just to hear him speak because I've had a couple people tell me they are a little curious about J-Mac, so I thought I'd let him speak a little bit, and maybe something will come out of it.
Okay, Chris is nominating J-Mac. You just gave your reason. J-Mac, your defense.
sure. So I've been keeping mine quiet for a couple of reasons. One is because I am an outsider and I was wanting to see if I could find one or more outsiders. So when Ross said that he thought either Jojo or David was drunk, I didn't think that could be true. But now that Sean has come out as possibly the recluse, that makes more sense because there could only be 1 or 3. There can't just be 2. It would not be a good idea to kill me. I'm not drunk. That's all I've got.
Interesting. Now, see, that is a good imp defense.
Yeah, that's a perfect place to hide.
Vote starting with Ross.
But we probably don't want to kill him just yet.
3, 2, 1. Starting the vote.
I would vote for you, but it's too early.
Yeah.
I'm the third one. I don't want to start a trend.
But so I'm putting that in the grimoire, but let it be noted that I'm putting 3 question marks next to.
1 vote
All right.
is not
Oh,
enough.
John, what would you think he's lying or just?
I sort of agree with him.
Yeah.
I just
John, why did you vote against him?
I spoke to J-Mac the first day. I don't know J-Mac from Adam. I don't know that we've even played Werewolf together, but the way he was looking for information didn't feel quite genuine. I could be completely wrong. But I think I was reading a little more evil than genuinely trying to figure out goodness.
Joe, what do you think?
Any other nominations? Oops, sorry.
Jojo, you were saying something?
Yeah, I feel like if I were an outsider, I would at least say that while we were arguing about Sean and Ross and a poisoner or someone lying or something. But I might be wrong. I'm new, so I don't know, but that would be what I would think.
Something we didn't say is that you can only nominate once per day, and you can only be nominated once per day. So we couldn't vote for JMac again if we wanted to today.
Right.
Okay.
That I'm just voicing my opinions.
Nope.
I don't
Nope,
need
totally
to.
good.
So you can have as many nominations as players
Yeah.
per round. Yeah.
But here's the thing. If we think JMac is lying and we don't think Ross is lying, then odds are Sean's also lying.
Yeah, well, I would also argue pretty emphatically that an outed recluse shouldn't really be around. So for that reason, I will nominate Sean. Not because I dislike you. You'll still be in the game. It's my time to make the accusation. So the thing is that the problem is that people that are given information about bad people are going to get bad information because of you. So not having you means that more of our information will be useful.
Yes, I agree. And when
it's
Chris
no
is
offense
the
to you.
Undertaker, he can confirm.
I may not be the Undertaker. I don't want to come out and say I'm the Undertaker. That might be wrong.
And
You'll know something.
Sean, do you want to say anything else?
No.
Okay.
But keeping him around gives one more target for the imp and
Yeah.
keeps the game alive longer, yeah?
Vince, you're going to just have to use thumbs. It keeps on dropping your seat. So
Oh.
If he is indeed good. If he's bad, then it's good to get rid of him. So it's hard to. I don't know.
So
Vince, I think it'd just be easier for you to just thumbs up on video and we'll just count it that way.
Okay.
Keeping in mind that you only get one vote now that you're dead.
Oh, yeah.
Thank
Probably
you.
want to save it anyway.
I would save your vote for a long time.
Thank you.
So to vote
Yes is dead.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
Okay, we're going to start the vote. Starts with John in 3, 2, 1. Starting the vote. 5 is still a majority.
I think Chris just wants to be the Undertaker so he can have his cool instruments music.
Dong.
Okay, I'm going to hold my vote
Dong.
in case we learn something else. We've got
Yeah.
the 5 that's
Yeah,
for
we
the
don't need
majority.
to-
If we
Well,
find out
fine.
something else, we can get the 6.
I'm going 6.
Oh, Chris.
We can still go 7. We can still go 7.
Oh, the chances of getting 6 was better than 7.
6 votes.
Simmer down. Simmer down me.
We could always tie with 6 and have no kills.
Ross, you haven't been nominated yet. Just watch yourself.
Oh, okay, yeah, sorry.
Any other nominations?
Sorry,
tonight?
sir.
Any other nominations? Pretty silent, so I'll start a countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7.
I believe J-Mac and Ross's statement. So I think there is a drunk and a baron and a saint, I think.
I think strategically this was the right play.
Hold on.
Sean has been killed. Sean, how would you like to die?
Messily, like the kind of thing you need a hose.
So Sean, the town, his polar station, I guess, got very. They didn't think he should be around anymore. They were very weary of him, and they set their pet polar bear on top of him and just got decimated. And we are going to go to sleep. Actually, I have to assign everyone to their rooms because there's some non-updates here.
Excellent. So, Sean, you're going to rename yourself with dead in front of it? That's so good.
Dun 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 dun.
Okay, opening the rooms now.
Dong. Dong. Forgot. We're still live. I don't know what I'm doing. Let me tell you. Not the Undertaker. Spoiler alert. In case you didn't watch the first 5 minutes, I'm the chef. Got my role. We're going to do this the right way. Win it. Still don't trust J-Mac and Yahoo. Yeah, Yahoo's bad. Man, I got him. Yahoo. Bam.
One more person.
Come to the light, brother. Come to the light.
To the night.
And in the night, Matthew's body has disappeared.
Ooh.
And rooms are open.
All right.
Free to
Okay.
John, you
I'm
want to
holding-
talk?
I'm holding a seance and I'm asking Matthew's ghost to tell me who he was.
Actually, yeah, Max, are you okay to meet in
Yeah,
your room?
sure.
And Matt
Yes.
and Max in Max's room.
So we're going to Max's room?
Yep.
Okay.
Chris, would you
Hello?
Hi.
I came in here just anyways. I wanted to see if you wanted to talk. Oh. Did you want to talk to JoJo first?
Sorry. You didn't say you were leaving with anyone, so I can't.
I didn't mean to leave, but I did hear the voice that I thought was Chris saying you want to talk. Joe, can you leave for now?
Fine.
You can have him in a
I
minute.
guarantee I won't talk to someone else.
Okay. So here's what I'm getting
yeah.
is that you're the fortune teller and you think it's J-Mac because you got a yes. And you don't have to tell me if you're right, if I'm right, but that's what I'm thinking. And I sort of agree with you because the Saint is a very good place to cover, which means.
Here's the problem.
Okay.
Between J-Mac and Matthew, I got a yes on the imp. I then, just this night, switched to Matthew and Yahoo and also got a yes. That would make Matthew the imp.
Now, no, you do get one decoy. So one good townsfolk, you will register as the imp.
What?
Yeah. One of the, so you'll get a yes for imp and you'll also get a yes for a random good townsfolk. So if Matthew was, say, I don't know, the fortune teller.
That was chosen by the storyteller.
Yep.
Oh.
So you may have randomly picked Matthew as the decoy for like the first 2 nights. So you might not be drunk or poisoned. You might have just picked the decoy.
And the decoy stays the same the whole game.
Yep.
So when I asked for Matthew and J-Mac, and he said, would he have said two? So if J-Mac was imp and Matthew was decoy, would he have said two?
He would have just said yes. And you still wouldn't have known which one it was.
I feel like he said one. I think his answer each time has been one. But
he shouldn't have said a number. He should have said yes or no. If you're the fortune teller, which is what I'm assuming you're going with.
short of me being drunk, but that doesn't fit in any of the other stories really.
Yeah.
I don't think a Yahoo is bad. So the evidence I have now from all the choices I've made, Matthew's the bad guy. But I agree the read on J-Mac I've not been feeling good about. So do you have a means of feeling out Matthew?
No, I mean, he just died. So that's usually a good indication.
Right.
He died at night, so that usually gives a good indication he's good. No. If he was worried about suspicion and he was trying to pass it along. And I don't think that's the case. Because if you're the imp, you can pass it along.
Oh my gosh. Did I just ask? I just asked. Why did I ask between a Yahoo and Matthew if I knew Matthew was dead? Did I know Matthew was dead? Should have known Matthew was dead. What the heck?
No, you didn't. You didn't know because that was last night, and you don't know who dies overnight until the next day.
Okay, good. That feels better.
Yeah.
Didn't think I was going crazy. All right. So yeah. So unless Matthew's my decoy and J-Mac is the guy, and you're right that he should have been saying yes to me and not numbers. Do you have any more information about you or who you are?
The fact that you think he might have said numbers is concerning. That you might be evil and decoying.
Might be. No, I'm telling. I know for sure. The first night and this last night, he said one. The night of the J-Mac Matthew, I can't tell you that I remember one or yes, but I know the first night and the third night he said one.
Are you? Are you you're not the fortune teller then, are you?
I am probably the fortune teller.
Oh, that's weird. He shouldn't be saying that.
I got that too from reading this, but choose 2 players. You learn if either is a demon. So I would think they would say yes or no,
All right. All right. Well, let me think on it. I guess.
Do you have information?
Nothing yet.
Uh-huh.
I'm pretty sure. I would say that I'm pretty sure that there are 2 evil players sitting next to one another. That is all the information I really have. I am not the well, I don't want to say I'm not the Undertaker, but I might not be, or I might be the Undertaker stuff. That's going to come to pass pretty quick here.
So. If Vince were an evil player and Max were an evil player, would that be a pair, even though Vince is dead now? Would
Yeah, because they would be sitting next to each other right away in the beginning. But Vince died night 1. It's it's not impossible, but it would be a really stupid move to kill off one of the evil players night 1 in this script.
The chef is, that's right. Chef is a one-time ability that stops. Got it.
Yeah. So.
All right.
All right.
Don't know. Hopefully I'm helping. I don't know.
We'll see. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Like, how many times I played it, and I was like, oh, I looked at my, because I have an app.
Thanks, Scott. Third time I left meeting. All right. Hopefully that's enough.
Hey, David, could we have a quick chat?
Who was that?
Hey, John, can we talk again? It's J Mac.
Can I come to your room, David?
I'll meet you at your place.
All right.
Yeah, I'll go to my room. I don't know who was talking to me, but
Matthew. Please.
oh, okay, Matthew.
That's there. Ross is talking to a dead guy again. The dead guy won't tell us who he was.
Interesting. I'm almost certain there's no spy in this game. That's all I know for sure. Well, and that's not even for sure, but I feel like there's no spy.
Yeah, you said you thought there's a Scarlet Woman and a Poisoner.
Yeah, I think that's. Still
And what about
seems-
outsiders? You think
So
Sean,
if there's a Scarlet
Sean is the
Woman
only one?
and a Poisoner, there can only be one outsider.
I'm closing all the rooms up.
Yeah.
And assuming I am being truthful, that makes J Mac lying and Ross either poisoned or lying.
Yep.
So I think there has to be a Baron. That's 3 people that have to be lying.
Or you were
Or
lying
one-
about Recluse.
Or one situation.
Do we still have time to talk? How much time do we have?
No, we're done.
You have time to talk as a group. Nominations are open.
Okay.
I hope I didn't mess this game up for people.
No, the beauty of it is when you mess it up, it just causes more chaos, which is more stuff to untangle. So it's perfect. It covers up all of my mistakes. So.
Yes.
So you're saying that I noticed something odd. Well, I guess we can talk tomorrow.
Well, that was weird.
Yeah.
Do you want to finish your
Well,
thought?
no, because
that was Levine-esque. Just so
I
you
heard
know.
I heard what he said, and there was something that I'm unclear about. But I'll talk to him privately rather than having this discussion here.
Okay. Trust you, and you'll explain it later.
You trust him?
Sure.
That's a mistake.
I don't know that I don't know that I trust you, but if I do in fact trust you, then maybe I'll share.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess the question would be, has anybody gleaned any information today that would be of any use that could be shared publicly?
You mean like if Sean wasn't necessarily the recluse that he claimed to be?
Sure, that would be good information to share.
If If I'm not, how does that leaves Ross telling the truth, which means there's a drunk, and that would make J-Mac being untruthful.
Or I was poisoned and I
Yeah.
misidentified the outsider.
So that would work.
Yeah.
If and only if you were poisoned.
Right.
Yeah.
So does anybody here want to fess up to poisoning him?
Come out.
The question is, Sean, before you're called out by the possible Undertaker in the room, would you like to come out with your real role?
No, I'm pretty
Dun,
sure
dun,
I'm good
dun,
with
dun.
that. So any Undertakers can feel free to step up.
Which would not be a bad move, because
If anybody is an Undertaker and you can confirm my story, we have therefore also found 2 other people that are trustworthy.
okay, I want to check the night order. The imp would go before the Undertaker, so the Undertaker would not be able to tell us what happened if they out themselves and get killed by the imp tonight. They won't be able to tell us who we executed.
So if anybody else wants to is possibly the imp, they may not want to say, or the Undertaker, they may not want to say anything. However, I may or still may not be the Undertaker. And I may or may not have information on Sean.
So Chris, are you
Whoever
saying
said
anything?
he gives out no information was right. I'm seeing that now.
That may or may not be accurate.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
I know I keep on hammering on it. I don't know if it's good or not, but the 2 people that I outed still haven't gotten any information. Haven't tried your powers if you have any.
Nothing.
No. We've talked about this.
We have talked to David.
David and I have talked about this as well.
Yeah.
I don't know what information to trust, so I'm going to keep it to myself for now.
I think I trust David as good. Whether or not he's drunk, I don't know.
Just remember that there's probably a pair of evil doers sitting next to each other in this game.
Yeah, we don't have a chef.
Well,
because chef would tell us pairs, or if there are any pairs, and that's the only information that would the only power information they'd get. So if they die, they still get to talk and all that stuff, but we know that there aren't pairs or there are pairs.
I think there's at least one pair in this game, Ross.
Ross, would you be comfortable being
from what I've heard
5-vote sacrificial lamb for this daytime round?
Yeah, I'd be okay with it if the village is okay with it and they trust you.
So what's that going to accomplish for us?
Does anybody have any information?
See, what would see?
You seem to have information, but you're just, I don't know if I can.
I only have secondhand information from people, and so I've been trying to go back through and verify information that looks like some of the information I thought I had was incorrect. So I'm kind of not going to talk until I can verify something, because I would hate to share wrong information, because then it looks even worse.
I've given my information. I've told everybody.
Yeah,
I've heard that there's a pair in this game. Take it as you will. But I have heard that information, and I believe it.
I just think my story is far more believable than there being a poisoner and a baron and J-Max lying and Ross was fed bad information. My story is far easier to believe than that cluster of unlikelihoods.
Yep.
So I think we should talk about a Yahoo, who's been very quiet, and he's a pro player. And I think if he were a good guy, he'd be given all sorts of suggestions and so on.
Well, I did.
Well, yeah, he's
suspiciously,
bad.
evilly quiet.
He was giving
I was basically
earlier,
saying this is
but
how the game is
he was
played,
shut down.
and Ross said, well, actually, we should let people play the game. So I kind of dialed it back, and I did tell John, like, I'm here for you if you need anything, because I there's a lot of things that are sort of like pre-built things that should happen, and you know, it's sometimes fun to discover those for yourself. So that's why I kind of dialed it back some.
No, but that's information outside of this game session.
Okay, so the
about
information that
game.
I have has not been
Alright.
useful yet, so I haven't chose to share it. There's not any reason for me to share it until it's useful.
That seems like that's where everyone's at, pretty much.
I'd just like to point out that if there is a pair in this game, a Yahoo and JMac are sitting right next to each other.
Yep.
Yeah,
Holding hands, you think?
I think so.
And
Well,
Yahoo
that's,
sitting
that's
next
up to
to
them.
JoJo.
I don't know what they're doing there.
Yeah. So, okay. So, but to David's point, if there's a washerwoman that can confirm that I'm also the librarian, and if I'm executed tonight and the Undertaker, basically between the washerwoman and the Undertaker both confirming my role, because right now, if I get killed off, I've already told everybody I'm the librarian. The Undertaker could just say flat out, yeah, he's the librarian, or just lie about it, right?
Need a
I
nominee.
haven't heard
What's with the
anybody
quotes?
lean towards saying anything about being a washerwoman.
Right,
Yeah.
me neither.
And
See,
even
I-
then,
I haven't heard anything about a washerwoman either.
I'm questioning the Undertaker.
Which Undertaker?
That's my point. There's two soft, in my mind, there's two soft claims on Undertaker, and I haven't seen it happen yet.
David, are you the Undertaker?
I can neither confirm nor deny that. To take a page out of Chris's book.
That's a
Right.
good book.
What are you
Yeah.
testifying
read
in
that
front of
book to the
Congress?
end.
This is
It's more of a pamphlet, probably. Really, let's be honest. Christopher.
Don't judge
those
the
tracks.
size of my book.
Any
Is-
nominations?
Is there a player that we absolutely 100% trust right now?
Me.
Vince,
Vince.
because he's dead, right?
Well,
Yeah,
Vince could have been an early execution.
Trustworthy.
Because the
only trust Vince if he's dead.
well, yes, but I guess what I'm saying, and
And
Okay.
Matthew.
Has Vince told us
And
what he
Matthew.
is?
no,
Or is he still holding that? You're still holding that, huh?
Yeah.
I think Vince is the Baron.
No, I don't believe
why-
so.
but they killed him at night. That's the thing. But why would they kill their
Yeah.
own?
Because he served his purpose. He made more outsiders.
Yeah, but why kill him first day one?
No.
That's, I mean, I guess
Why
if
not?
they're new, they don't know what they're
Yeah.
doing, but I would still think that they wouldn't do that. Just
Or
Chris and I can confirm Vince is good. Right, Chris?
I'm fairly certain he is. I mean, I
Okay.
can't 100% do it, but I'll do it enough to say we should just lay off the poor guy. He's dead already.
I nominate that we killed Vince again. We salt his grave and set it on fire.
We're not playing with
Pick
that.
him up.
thing.
There's no Zombul here, Ross.
No.
I actually trust the majority of the people here. And there
Because
are
you're evil.
I have that same problem.
Yeah,
there's,
me too.
there's a
Me
couple
too.
people who I am not confident about, and then Max, I haven't even talked to you at all.
Yeah, I haven't either.
So that's interesting.
Even though I'm, near trust Vince, I have nothing for Max. Just so everybody knows.
Yeah, same.
Wow.
I mean, that's to be
So where
fair.
have you been, Max?
Yeah,
I
I need a
talked to-
nomination.
Ross and I talked to Max today.
To bed.
He didn't really. I mean, I kind of just came out. I was talking about my role, but I just asked him not to say anything, because in case somebody else wanted to play my role. But I didn't get anything suspicious off Max, but I didn't really get anything not
Yeah.
suspicious either.
Yeah, it was a generic answer, but
Yeah.
again, he's new.
I'm
So
one of the lower townsfolk.
Yeah.
So I have no info, no certain info that I know, but
Let's kill a Yahoo.
Yahoo?
What
Yeah.
is even?
A Yahoo, yeah.
He's evil.
hmm
I'm like 75% sure.
I'm pretty sure. Now we were suspecting JMac last turn. We don't suspect him anymore, or
Well, no, but it's just hard to kill his claim at this point, just because
He's one of the people.
if
I'm not
he
super
if he
confident
is what he
about.
claims to be, we lose.
Yeah.
So
like
he's a
I feel
sneaky.
maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like he kind of claims saint, and if
That's what I heard.
if he is the saint and we execute him, we lose this game.
Well, that's
which is a great role for the imp to play all
Yeah.
throughout the
It is,
game.
which is why I didn't want to say what my role was because you
Because
look
there's
shady
always
if you won't share
suspicion.
your role. You look shady if you do say you're the same. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
thank you, Scott. Thank you.
Well, it guarantees you stick around a little while, so he was doing you a favor. But now you got to deal with the stress.
Oh, no stress. If you
Any
kill me now, we'll
nominations?
just play another game.
Let's start a time.
oh yeah, if we
Okay.
hurry up.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to nominate John because I'm nominating John because I want to hear what he has to say and I want to see how the room feels about him because I haven't spoken to him yet.
John, your defense.
So the first and third night, I feel rather confident as to what Scott gave me information-wise. But as I read my role and as somebody explained my role to me, I should not have heard what I heard or what I
That's correct.
remember hearing. Huh?
That's correct. What you told me, it was not correct.
Okay.
You talking to Yahoo? Because he's the evil.
I talked
Yeah.
to him the first night.
Yeah.
Well, the first and second day. But so
what did you
I
hear?
was, well, I was thrown for a loop in that either Matthew or J-Mac is evil. I thought it might be Matthew, then he dies on me. And so now I am down to it was either A Yahoo or Matthew is evil. So if Matthew's dead, then A Yahoo's evil. So short of me being drunk or poisoned, but I can't imagine that all these stories, are we all out? Are we all outcasts or whatever?
Yeah, no.
Are we all
no,
outsiders?
no. We can't all be poisoned, right? So
Oh, we could if he wanted to be that evil.
Okay, we're going to start the vote with Vince. And the first live vote is Max. 4 for majority. And 3, 2.
Who we're nominating? Sorry,
Yeah,
we nominated Yahoo. Did I miss
John.
no,
It's
we're
on John.
nominating John.
Don.
Oh, John. Sorry. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
My name was in the defense. That's probably why you're confused.
Don't tell me, please.
2,
I don't understand.
1. Starting the vote.
This is just to hear what he had to say, and it was giving us time because he was counting down. I don't have a strong suspicion on John.
Oh, J-Mac keeps his vote in there.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, interesting. All by yourself.
Vote. And John is safe.
So J-Mac, you got to explain why you voted against him. Because you're evil?
No, because what he said doesn't make sense. So he's saying he gets information each night about 2 people, and that doesn't leave very many roles. And the way he was going about talking about it didn't make sense with the roles that it could be. So I almost feel like he was a little confused about the role. Meaning,
I am confused about what he was saying.
well, so I feel like he's trying to pretend to be a role that he doesn't understand, which could be true, or I could be completely misreading it. And there is
It's his
some
first
confusion.
game too, right, John?
It is. And
It can be
it's
confusing.
possible that he could be getting poisoned if they know that he's a particular role that would be detrimental to the bad team. But I'm just leaning on that. And based off of hearing that 2 bad guys are next to each other, I really think that Sean was bad. So that means that it's either David or John. If that,
But if
Sean would appear bad anyway.
But why would Sean
that's
want to
true.
die if he were bad? He wouldn't want to be dead. That's it's pretty bad.
No, he wouldn't want to be dead, but oh, you mean because he didn't fight against the execution?
Yeah, he didn't fight against execution. He said, "You guys."
No,
should
and even when I told him I would put a target on him, he came up with it anyway.
He also told me he was a recluse. He was the first one I talked to, I think.
It also doesn't really. Your theory still holds, J-Mac, because if he is the recluse, he would ping as bad for
They
ping.
can ping as
Yeah.
bad. Not
So-
every time.
So he
So
could.
Scott, for the chef, would the recluse show up as part of an evil pair?
It can.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
then
your theory
throw
could
my
still be
argument
right.
out the window.
No, like it still holds water. It just doesn't necessarily mean he's bad. He could be
Right.
bad or good, and it could still work.
Okay.
Sure.
I can't nominate again, but what are our thoughts on David?
He's
My
probably-
thought is we
he
don't
could
have
be
enough
good.
information to go on to know if he's good or not.
He's
and since you claim that he
inscrutable.
could be, you said he could be drunk.
Yeah,
and
that
so
was my,
that makes it hard to determine whether or not we can get information from him that's useful. So I've talked to him. I've asked him for information to see if I could go verify anything, but nothing to go off of really.
Yeah. Who's died by execution?
Sean.
Just Sean.
Just Sean. So
which is unfortunate for the Undertaker to verify.
Tell me about it, possibly. Dong.
Need another nomination.
Again, neither of the potential drunks, have
I would
tried
like to
something and
nominate.
got sketchy info.
I'd like to nominate a Yahoo.
Max is nominating the Yahoo.
That's probably a good move.
Chris, you are not nice.
Max, your reason.
I'm very nice.
A Yahoo has never said anything about what role he might be. Positive role. Good
So
role in the village.
I have a valuable role, and I don't want to talk about it and get myself killed. So I am choosing to wait until I have valuable information. I can't, if I go and, so this is the problem in this game, is if I go and I tell 3 people and I trust those 3 people, and then they all share with one other person, the next thing you know, everyone knows, and I die.
And they
So-
tell 2 friends.
and they told their friends, and they told their 2 friends, and so on.
Sounds like a
and so on,
pyramid scheme.
And so on. Yep.
Yeah.
Next
So
thing you
gonna
know,
start
Yahoo's hearing his
nominating-
role
They're
as
not-
something completely else.
But there are not too many roles that reveal something good during the game.
We're going to start the
Right.
nomination with
Yes,
James.
that's why I don't want to die.
4 votes for putting a Yahoo on the block. We're going to start in 3.
Well, Chris always says that's not helpful.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Fine. I'll give you one more day. One more day.
Thanks, Chris. I appreciate it. I always like when day 4 comes and we suddenly trust each other.
I know, right?
By day 6, you've turned on each other again.
Yeah, then it's time to go for the jugular.
Yep.
And 1 vote, it makes a Yahoo safe. Any other nominations? Starting the countdown right now. 10.
I will go ahead and nominate Ross.
J-Max.
I just have this weird read on Ross that I don't know that I trust his information. And if I'm wrong, he's the librarian and it's not that big of a deal.
Yep. And I won't fight it.
I agree.
We do need to have somebody die for some kind of information. So
I will not fight that.
Okay. So
Why won't you fight it? You don't mind being dead because
I don't mind being dead. My information's out. I can still communicate. And in theory, the Undertaker can confirm my role.
I may or may not do that.
So,
Who may or
Chris,
may not
if you are
provide
the
that
Undertaker, who's your
yeah, but
pallbearer?
the more dead people, the closer the evils
That's
are to
the
winning.
important
We don't-
question.
in 3,
My fault.
first vote is Matthew. In
Nobody at this
3,
table.
2, 1.
Oh,
Johnny
Starting the
could be a
vote.
good pallbearer. Jason might be a good pallbearer.
Maybe. That'd be cool if they had a pallbearer role. We should really vote him out,
yes.
guys. Just saying.
Are we voting on J-Mac?
Yeah, no, we're voting on
No, on
Ross.
Ross.
Voting on Ross.
We
Thanks
should
for pointing at J-Mac.
we should
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, it is pointing at J-Mac.
Well, that's the because he nominated.
J-Mac nominated.
Ross, you didn't vote for yourself. I thought you were all for it.
I was distracted by the conversation we just had.
Yeah, I probably would have voted, but I definitely don't want to vote for J-Mac.
It is weird that it's pointing at J-Mac. I thought it would
That was
point.
the that was the
That's
blue.
the
Oh,
Yeah, don't pay attention
Yeah,
to Blue Hand,
That
guys.
shows who's nominated.
Oh.
You should do this by now, Chris.
I do.
Interesting.
Chris,
But he
you
said
wanted
something
him,
and he confused me.
Chris, you did that by mistake.
Did what?
Voted against Ross.
No, I wanted to vote on Ross. I just thought it was the Blue Hand confused me. That's all I was talking about.
Why did you want Ross dead?
So the Undertaker, which may or may not be me, could check him and we could see if we get any information.
Max,
It is viable to kill off some of the top 4 people. If he is indeed the top 4 people and not a lying.
Yeah, I need another nomination, or we're gonna go to bed in 10, 9.
Hey, Yahoo, why didn't you vote for Ross just in a 1 sentence?
I was confused, and I thought that we were voting on J-Mac because the blue hand was pointing at J-Mac.
Yeah, who's also evil.
I'm not buying that. Yeah.
I did.
I told you to kill Yahoo.
We are gonna go back to bed tonight. And I'll see some of you in a couple minutes.
Some of you won't make it out of the night alive. Dun 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 dun. Doo, 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 doo. I don't know who to kill at this point. I know that there's a pair. I don't know who it should be. I'm sticking with the Yahoo and JMac. Although John is so suspicious because of its one thing. I think he messed up. Rookie mistake. It happens. It happens. So if you're watching this later, John, don't think nothing of it. Shrug it off. What I would always think about is if I'm faking a roll, I've done it too, by the way. I've screwed up my fake roll that I made up on the last wing it. Anyways, if I'm faking a roll, it's always good to talk to the storyteller when they're coming to talk to you at night. Just ask them, how does this roll work? Because this is what the roll I'm going with. Do you tell me yes? Do you tell me 1 and 1? Do you tell me 2? What? Let's pretend right now like I'm playing that role. The storyteller should help you out, and they will. So, peace. Training 101 here at the Blood on the Clocktower.
Yep.
We're about to be down to 7.
So everyone's back, and David's body has disappeared in the night as he has died.
Do you want to say anything about yourself, David?
Yeah. So
I wouldn't.
all of the information that I've gotten has been very confusing, and I don't want to say anything else other than that.
Do you want to talk to me, David?
I kind of do want to talk to you, Chris.
I'll talk to you.
I'm going to
Hey,
open up.
Mac, J-Mac, do you want to meet up in your room?
John, can I talk to you?
I'll
And
go to
then
your
I
room,
will talk to
David.
Max at some point.
All right.
Sure.
John, I would like to talk to you.
Oh, you're the one with the music.
Oh, sorry, a little loud.
I heard it in the other room. I was like, I wonder who that was. Now I know.
Yeah. So,
From what I hear, you're the real Undertaker.
yeah. And I was only given information on Sean, but since Sean was the recluse or I am drunk, I don't know how good this information is. But I was told that Sean was the imp. But either I could be drunk, or there could be a Scarlet Woman, or the recluse could just register as the imp.
I always get this confused.
But I'm not going to throw your maybe I'm the Undertaker game off.
I know. Well, they must not believe me if they killed you over me.
Yeah, true.
you might register as evil and as a minion or demon, even if it. Okay. Yeah, that kind of stinks.
Yeah.
Dang. I don't know what to do with that. It's almost like your information was pretty much worthless.
Yeah, exactly.
Which
and
I hate when that happens.
I guess because word got around, then if word made it to you, then I don't know who else knows. So.
Oh, that you're the Undertaker?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just heard it in the room yesterday. That's why it got to me. Because Ross kind of outed you. Which is not cool, Ross. Which makes me think he's evil because he's outing you and apparently JoJo. So I think Ross needs to die. Because you don't out people like that. At least not powerful roles.
Yeah.
So I'm also concerned about John because his information, he's been given wrong information sometimes, which is odd. So
yeah.
All right.
I didn't vote for Ross last round because I was like the third person to vote. Missed it. But I was hoping he would go on the chopping block so that I could be like, oh, yeah. but then I got killed anyway. So
True. All right. Well, I'm gonna try and see if I can puzzle anything out.
all right.
Basically, all I can tell you is we have a pair sitting next. Evil people, two people sit next to each other, but I don't know who that is. So enjoy.
All right.
And good luck.
Thanks. You too.
Poisons where I can influence games and roles that appear differently and stuff. It's kind of like storytelling in this game is kind of like it being a dungeon master in a way. Like I have a script, or I have a, what is it called? An outline, basically, that I get to follow.
A rough plan that all your players quickly ball up, toss over their shoulder, and go the other way.
Hey, Chris, you want to talk?
Sure.
Can I talk to
Jojo, yeah, okay.
I'll make
Where's
it your place.
J-Mac? Okay.
I'm giving 2
All right,
minutes.
I'm going.
Hey, I just hadn't talked to you yet in the game. I kind of am picking up the vibe that either you are the chef or you know who the chef is.
Yep, one of those two is true.
Yes. And from talking to David, I'm pretty sure he was the Undertaker, and now we're kind of...
What?
Yeah. So whether or not he was drunk, I don't know. But do you have any information that you can share? Because I mean, I'm the saint. I got nothing. I'm just trying to talk to people and verify information because that's all I can do.
All my information is we have a pair somewhere.
Okay.
That's all I know. And I guess you've talked to John because you were the one that said that he said something weird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he told me day one that you or a Yahoo might be bad or might be good. And I was like, in my head, I'm thinking there's no role that you might both be good or you might both be bad. And so that's why I feel like he either doesn't understand it or what's going on.
Yeah. I don't know why Scott's giving him such odd information.
I can't pursue him because he doesn't trust me. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's weird.
I just wanted
don't
to
know
know
what to do with John. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, John's fumbles are making me trust him less. I was trusting him for a while there, and then all of a sudden now it's not so much. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm still leaning towards I think Ross is bad, but I don't know because if Ross is bad, Sean is bad, and if that's the case, then that means either John has to be bad or I would have to be bad for, there to be a pair of evil people next to each other, unless Sean was actually the recluse. But okay. We're going back. I think there's more alive bad people than we think because otherwise Ross would have been voted out. I think too many people abstained from voting because they are on the bad team.
Yeah. The one thing that gets me is if you're thinking that Sean is bad, then that kills. Oh, so you don't think that you think there might not be a drunk then?
Quite possibly.
Interesting.
Okay, so
hold on.
We have a Baron, or we have
we have a Baron, or J-Mac, or I are lying.
Not necessarily
Correct.
both of you.
Right. Or. He said or.
Or. John, sorry I didn't get to you.
I waited for you a little bit.
Scarlet Woman doesn't actually do anything.
Yeah, well, I signed out of the call, so there's that.
I had about 30. Once I got done with my first chat, I
That
had about
explains
30
your name.
seconds.
Okay, so the Scarlet Woman's just passive.
It's one
So
person.
we don't really have to worry about that.
Who that
I
is.
mean, if the
Okay, we nominations are.
Oh man. So we have who's
Okay,
alive here?
David,
John
you
Mack,
said you had some
David
erroneous
Evans,
information. I will take erroneous information over no information at this point.
Well, can I speak for you, David?
I'm just going to say my information is useless.
Well, let me tell you about
really
my information as the possible or possibly not Undertaker.
Please do.
The information I have on Sean is that he is possibly a demon. However, if he is the recluse, it could come up as anything.
On who? Sean?
Sean.
Yeah, which doesn't help anything.
If he was, then he'd be dead.
But if
the game
he's
would be over.
no,
Unless
because
you
it would
have
go
a
to
Scarlet
Scarlet
Woman.
Woman. However, we need to keep in mind that if he's the recluse, he will possibly come up as demon.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay.
John, I haven't heard you say who you are, or make.
I don't
any
think John
claims.
should say what he is.
So unless I'm drunk, I've narrowed it down to 2 people. Max is innocent. Hey, Yahoo's innocent. Chris is innocent.
Trying to expose us like that.
But who are
So
who are
that leaves 3 people. You don't have to name it, I guess. Huh.
This is the day, right?
Yeah, this is day.
So as the Slayer, I can choose a player, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, I choose Ross, not because I personally am suspicious of you, but because I've heard things.
Okay.
What weapon do you want to shoot him with?
Everything I've got.
Everything. There's
Nice.
guns,
shot.
arrows, and
That's one of the best weapons.
even like toss a little pebble at you.
Yeah.
Really hurt you a lot.
That
More
was
DAC.
good.
Between the eyes.
More
Knocked you
DACA.
backwards on the ground, but it did not kill you.
This is Canada, people. He's only got snowballs being chucked at him.
I know how that weapons, I
I thought I
guess.
was a hockey puck.
Andrew's got a pretty wicked slap shot, I've heard.
Now, for those who haven't played before, it should be noted, just so you know, that they could be on the same team, and that could have been a fake shot, theoretically.
Or I'm a good person, or she's drunk and she's not the Slayer.
Exactly. There's many different scenarios.
But she's poisoned at this exact time, which is less
Right.
likely.
And she's one of my true drunk candidates. And the other one is
so
dead.
so anyone can pretend to be the Slayer and say they're slaying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Which makes me suspicious, but
No.
that's what I got.
And he will go through with it whether they are or not. So like
Jojo, I believe you because David is claiming mass confusion and Chris is kind of backing him up. So that would mean that he was the drunk and you were the Slayer.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Well, I'm not backing up anybody. I'm just
I-
telling you my information as the possible or possibly not Undertaker.
Hypothetically, Chris is hypothetically confirming David's information.
I am hypothetically the hypothetical Undertaker.
Who
of
says the
hypo-
information was mine anyway?
Yeah, I didn't say it was his.
So
I really
so
want-
Ross did not die, meaning Ross is not the demon, right?
Not
Or-
necessarily, but probably yes, unless I'm drunk or poisoned or lying.
And
I don't
the
think-
storyteller plays along with anybody who claims to be Slayer, yes?
Yes.
So like John, if you claimed it right now, you could go through the whole spiel.
And he would ask you what weapon you'd like to use.
Dead
You
people
throw
can't
everything
go
you got.
this.
So either J-Mac or JoJo or the demon.
That's not the information you gave me a little while ago at all. That's not even what you told me.
Well, I told you JoJo or Ross is the demon, and by process of elimination, you took yourself out of the picture and therefore shot at Ross. So I am
Oh.
now left with the only other possible way of reading my information is JMac. So
Oh,
JMac
gosh.
or
If
JoJo.
your
is the
information's correct.
demon. Right, I could be, unless I'm completely drunk or
Okay. I mean, so
Possible. I'm not
Well,
saying I don't trust. I'm not saying I trust JMac, but I know it's not me, and I don't like my name coming up.
I guess I can be poisoned and I never know it.
So, John, would you mind going through the information that you have? Because I hear several people saying they're not sure. And
Let's
so
do it.
I know you have a decent amount of information to go through.
Let's do it. First night, Yahoo and Chris. I got a no. Then JMac and Matthew. I get a yes. Third night, Yahoo and Matthew. I get a yes. And that morning, Matthew is dead. So I'm doubting Matthew is the bad guy. However, the other way I can read it is that Matthew was the only person that was the common denominator in the last two yeses. And so perhaps he is my red herring.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I check Yahoo and Max, I get a no. So I've basically cleared everybody except Ross and JoJo. However, it is possible that when I said JMac and Matthew, the yes was both of them because Matthew is my red herring and JMac is the demon.
Well, if you're claiming fortune teller, you can't get two yeses because only one of the two can be a demon.
But I also have a, well, my
Yeah,
point is I get.
if-
I,
if-
Well, his
you're
point
right.
is he got a
Yeah,
yes.
not a recluse. There's a red herring. So both of you could have appeared to me as
Yeah.
Okay.
It could have been either
Understood.
or, is what he's saying.
And you're right. Evidently, Scott did tell me yeses and nos, and for whatever reason, I was processing one.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So that's where I'm
Okay.
with JoJo. or Jack.
Yahoo.
So if that is true, and JMac is claiming saint, if we kill him and he is the saint, then we lose the game. So
Game
would
over.
we go for JoJo first
No.
because her power has been used?
Yeah,
and
your
she-
power's been used. You've got nothing left.
Wow, everybody.
Look at how they turned on you.
Does anybody have any
You
information?
picked the wrong
I've been
team to be hanging
suspicious
out
of
with.
her for a while. Does anyone
Y'all, you haven't
think
even
she's good?
talked about.
Welcome to Blood on the Clocktower.
It's okay being dead, JoJo. You can still.
Okay, I'm just saying his information has to be wrong. Well, it doesn't have to be wrong, but it's probably wrong. Well, that's not necessarily true. But I don't want to kill J-Mac, but I really don't want to kill me. So
Has a Yahoo come out with his information yet? Because I keep hearing he's going to tell us tomorrow, and it's tomorrow.
No, that's not what I said. I said I'll let you know if my information is useful.
It's never tomorrow. It's always today.
Yep.
Always a
Gladly
day.
pay you
Yeah, my
Tuesday
two
for a hamburger
suspicions are
today.
still a Yahoo and JoJo. Those are my two. And
I
can
just-
anyone say anything good about them?
yeah,
Anybody?
so I
Which
got
is not themselves.
Oh,
Well,
So-
so short of me being poisoned twice, a Yahoo was a no.
But you could also be drunk throughout the whole game and been
Well, but
fed
it's
incorrect
no just for
information, right?
demon. He could still be a
A
minion,
minion.
Sure.
Yeah.
possibly.
But
Right,
I'm
right.
interested in killing the
it
imp.
would be pretty funny if he's been drunk this whole time now.
It's always funny to find out you're
Hilarious.
drunk.
So Scott, if John were drunk the whole time, you'd pretend like he was the fortune teller and feed him whatever
Yeah.
information
Yes.
you wanted,
Yep.
or
Yes.
Pretty much,
Whatever
yeah.
made for the best
Causes
story.
most chaos.
whatever makes the best
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
It could be all the truth. It could be.
Look at that
But
smile.
if we're to believe
Yeah.
Ross,
Fine.
but if we're to believe Ross, then either JoJo or I were drunk.
I mean, I
Which
don't
would
know. If,
leave John as not drunk.
Yeah. So we've got to.
Yeah.
It all comes down to whether you trust the information I started with, right?
Mhm.
Well, I'll say I trust. Well, I told you the two I don't trust. I trust everyone else. So
Max, do you have a nomination?
Who are
Well,
your
let's
two?
go JoJo, I guess, this time.
Who was your two?
I disagree.
You want to give him more?
JoJo and a Yahoo
Okay.
are my two. But
Next
I
one.
already voted for a Yahoo before no one kind of went with me. So
Well, I
I'll
did.
go JoJo this time.
Oh, maybe I didn't. That's right. I was saving it for a day. I'll get him today.
Jojo, do you want to defend yourself?
Yes, I do. I think there is a poisoner. There was a lot of chaos in the beginning of the game, which would lead to that. I do trust what Ross said based off of what I've discussed with him and David and what I know from myself. I was just the slayer. So that's really nothing much to go off of and nothing to defend myself with. But John's information is either wrong or we're probably going to lose if we just decide we're not going to kill J-Mac no matter what happens. Because if he's the only other option, then that is problematic unless the poisoner did something. He's probably not drunk, but I really don't want to die. So there you go.
J-Mac's suspicious too. But JoJo, if you believe Ross, why did you attack him?
Because John told me to. Because John said that his original information was that it was either me or Ross, and he said, so you might want to go after Ross. And I said, okay, well, I'll do that.
And after that whole thing didn't work and Ross wasn't killed, then I relooked at my papers and thought, okay, so short of J-Mac and Matthew both being bad at the same time, and all I heard was yes. So J-Mac may well be bad.
Okay, so we're going to start the voting with a Yahoo. And
Can I ask one quick question? If the imp dies, townspeople win whether they're dead or alive.
as
Yeah.
long as
But there
there's
could be a Scarlet Woman.
Yep.
If there's, yeah,
Yeah, but I mean, as long as the townsfolk win if you're dead.
Yep.
yes.
Joe can
Yeah.
die as a slayer and still win the game.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Except you would have to feel like a bad father.
That's
Already
it's
do.
on your record.
Well, I've seen you both
That
completely
is-
betray each other. Yeah.
okay, let's vote a Yahoo in 3, 2, 1. 4 votes are needed for a majority.
Wait, okay.
Chris, you're so wishy-washy.
Chris, what are you
Yeah.
doing?
Chris!
Come on, John. Are you voting? There he goes.
Oh, come on.
Oh, your dad took you out anyways.
Dad.
4 votes puts JoJo on the chopping block.
This does.
Now, if we think that
Jojo, you
someone's
can nominate somebody if you want.
So who
I-
thinks it's J Mac,
Chris,
Ross,
why
and
did
John?
you change your vote there?
See what happens. I'm starting to wonder if it might be J Mac, Ross, and John because they were all voted to kill her.
I think I trust Ross. I'm not sure about John, except I do think his information, if he is telling the truth, I think his information is wrong. J Mac, definitely don't trust. Max, don't trust. That's what I've got.
nominate, get yourself off the block.
Okay.
So why
I
don't just real
will-
quick before you nominate though? Why don't you trust Max? Because you
Because
haven't
he-
talked to him.
No, I talked to him yesterday, and the fact
Okay.
that he started by saying he really doesn't trust me when we hadn't talked, aside from to say I gave him the
It
information.
was by a process. It was by a process of elimination. That's why I don't trust you.
So I don't know about that, which is
Okay.
why he's suspicious to me. And the fact that a lot of people hadn't talked to him at first seems like he was spending a lot of time with a couple people.
You know, somebody's got to have information here that
try
can
to
point
talk
us
to
somewhere. That would be nice to have.
Yeah, guys.
Would
For-
be helpful.
I
For
think
real.
the only person I haven't talked to privately are John and David.
So what I would like to
Or
give my
Yahoo, sorry.
information now, because JoJo's on the chopping block and I am the empath and I have been getting zeros the entire time, meaning that neither of my neighbors are bad unless I am the drunk. However, with all of the people that think they're drunk, I don't think it's me. What I would like to do is I would like to nominate John because, so I hate to do this, but the information that he gave, it feels, you know, people say meta, it feels as though he was confused about his bluff roll, because at one point he was giving numbers instead of yeses and nos, and it seemed to me at one point that he was claiming a different roll, and to me that feels suspect. And I know that it's not JoJo unless I have bad information.
Right.
Which seems unlikely, everybody.
I hate to
He's
agree
in
with
cahoots
Yahoo,
with
but I
JoJo.
do.
J Mac, Yahoo, and Jojo are all sitting together as an evil.
Then the chef would have a number of 2 pairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and from
Yeah.
what I
Only just 1
heard,
pair.
Did the chef
He
have
didn't
it?
ha-
Is
he-
the chef here?
I have been
I
hearing
talked to
rumors.
the
I mean,
I've heard
I've
from
had some
a chef
bagels,
earlier.
So I hope it was from
I
the
feel like
chef.
I've been smelling some baked goods, but I don't know where they're coming from.
Yeah,
Oh, they're
Oh,
good.
hold on. If there are 3
Huh?
sitting together,
Yeah,
That'd be
no,
2
I've
beers.
Get it too.
been
Yeah, that'd be
considered
2.
too salt.
and
okay.
and there's probably only one from what I heard from this chef.
Can someone please claim chef? I'm begging you.
Everyone.
I
stop
can
for a
confirm that
second.
there's a chef from what I've heard. So I would
Everyone
just
stop back for a second.
But I
and,
am-
John, you can defend yourself. Everyone except John.
probably
well,
not, or the Undertaker,
Chris?
one of the two. Sorry.
Well, according to my information, I'm down to JoJo and JMac, both of who are sitting next to Yahoo. I trust Yahoo, so I have a problem in my thinking because JoJo and JMac are both sitting there. So and if they're both good guys, then I'm totally not knowing what I am doing.
Oh, what the heck? And he could be. You guys could be poisoning him.
So, Steve, there's times. So in some of these games, I definitely make big mistakes and go, oh yeah, crap. And I think this was one of those where I seriously thought that Scott was telling me 1 as opposed to yes. So and you were asking me if I was an investigator early on. I was like, I'm not saying that because I think people thought you thought I was the investigator, and I don't know that I've ever given that. I don't know how to give a vibe.
That is what I thought at first as well, because of what you said at first.
Well, I mean, I can understand why that would be valuable coming out early on, and I didn't because I have information I can get every single night. So that seemed to be something I didn't want to share.
Okay, we're going to start the vote in.
Who are we voting for?
John.
John.
First
John,
vote
it is
is
John.
Vince,
Okay. Just
if you want to use
double
his
checking.
vote. And that would be, so Vince starts, and then Max is the first live vote. JoJo's on the chopping block with 4, so 5 is needed to take the lead. 4 will tie it and go to a night phase. In 3, 2, 1. And Vince, just for the future, you are not seated and you're not
Okay.
voting, so I can't tell if you're voting.
So those
Okay. I
guys next
wasn't
to-
voting.
Oh no.
As a tie, that means nobody's on the chopping block anymore.
Tied.
Oh,
Right now, we're going to bed unless someone
Hold
gets a 5.
I'm voting Ross off. Let's kill Ross.
Don't vote me off.
It's
Chris
time.
is nominating
I mean,
Ross.
it's time for the librarian to die.
Wait, Jojo, Yahoo.
We got to
and
have
J-
somebody die.
Yeah, what's
Sound
up?
like Leslie Nope.
Jojo, Yahoo, and JMac just voted together in a block.
Yeah.
Oh, we did.
We're all sitting
Yeah,
there.
you did. Yeah, you did.
So now
So
I want people-
I say we go against a Yahoo again.
You can't again. You
Yeah.
have to wait till tomorrow.
No, but we haven't.
Oh,
gone
we haven't
against him
nominated
this
him.
round. I'm saying.
Oh.
I'm saying.
And he
we,
is
we
evil.
have before, but
You're
not
sure a little wishy-washy.
All right. So
I'm all over the place.
Chris nominated Ross, so we're gonna go do that one. Chris, your defense, or your not your defense, your accusation.
My accusation is this. I would have done a Yahoo, but I forgot that we didn't
Sorry,
do a
I can't-
Yahoo. So I'm
I
going to
can't
kill Ross
nominate a
instead
Yahoo.
because I believe between the two of them. I don't know.
Chris,
You're just
Somebody's
going
gotta
to kill
die.
everyone. That's
would you
very
like to take back your vote, your nomination?
No, I already nominated JoJo, so I can't nominate again. Sorry.
right.
No, he's
Right.
talking to me.
I know, okay. Sorry.
No. Yes.
We're gonna
no.
let it
No.
go. Ross, your defense.
I'm
Well,
wishy-washy.
My defense is there's a 3 vote block of Jojo, Ayahu, and Jamak, all of which have been sus. So I'm wondering if we take the Jamak risk.
After this, I'm nominating JMac. Yes.
Okay, we're gonna start the vote on Ross, starting with Matthew. In 3, 2, 1. Start the vote.
Here we go, Chris.
Boom.
Are you really gonna vote?
Chris really voted.
I committed.
Committed to it.
Oh,
That was really close.
Sean was playing with my heart there.
Yeah, actually, I have more suspicions on Ross now
Why?
because he wants to kill J-Mac.
Well,
And
If
it
Ross
makes
is
sense,
that's what I'm saying.
but it doesn't because we could lose.
We could, but
And-
it's the perfect role. So
It is.
we can't go after Jojo. We can't go after a Yahoo because they've both been nominated. J-Mac's the third in that unholy triumvirate that we have not nominated.
who
yet.
hasn't
Hold on.
been-
A
who's-
Yahoo has not been nominated this turn.
Has
No.
not-
Jack, we can wait on. If he's evil, we can wait on him.
Okay,
So
well,
can you just clarify who's been nominated today?
It has been Jojo, John. Who else?
Ross.
Just vote on
Yeah,
Ross.
I think that's just those three.
Those
yeah.
three.
So then, if we're worried about the Saint, then I nominate a Yahoo for previously stated reasons.
I second it, even though you don't have to second it.
So Ross is nominating a Yahoo. A Yahoo, your defense.
Well, I already stated my defense, which is that I am the empath. I have been getting zeros, so I think it's like basically I have two people that are sitting next to me, and when they're both alive, I have no useful information.
Right, the two people sitting next to him are the two evil people, Jojo and
So
J-Mac.
we should kill J-Mac.
But that doesn't.
But
make
that
sense.
that does not
doesn't
line
work
up
with the
with
chef.
the chef.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah, that is correct also. And I haven't talked to the chef, but I have a lot of faith in this chef.
Wait. I don't believe there is a chef.
so if there is a chef,
I
it's
don't
one
know.
pair. Then that means it would be Jojo and a Yahoo, and J-Mac is the Saint.
I don't
Right.
believe there's a chef.
Right, J-Mac
I
could
may
be
or
the
may
Saint
not
and
have been
then
the
John
chef.
Oh, I
Wow.
believe there's a chef.
Who claimed to be the chef? I haven't heard that from a person.
Nobody has claimed.
I
be
have
the
claimed to
chef.
talk to the chef. There is a chef.
Oh, there you go.
I-
You claim to talk to the chef.
I can confirm that there is a chef in the game.
Chris during the day is the chef, and he's the Undertaker at night. Yes.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Vince
Have you
just
guys heard of
confirmed.
this guy named Guami? I am taking over
Oh,
Guami's
yeah,
role.
that guy.
So
It's
yeah,
not
just
helpful.
in case nobody
No.
heard it,
I nominate Chris.
Yeah.
Vince confirmed that Chris is telling the truth. In case anybody heard it.
I confirm that there's a chef in
A
this game.
chef should say how many pairs there are.
There was one. That's what he said.
I nominate J-Mac.
Why did they not come out? That's
We've
not
already got a
anything.
Yahoo. So.
We've got a nomination.
I retract that.
We're gonna start the vote on a Yahoo. Starts with J-Mac in 3,
J-Mac, a Yahoo. If I'm wrong, I apologize.
1.
God, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, but we can't do JMac because of the same claim.
The fact that
Sean, that was your dead vote.
if that was a dead vote
your
by
one
Sean.
vote. He used his one vote.
We need one more, Jojo. You're gonna have to do it or not do it. Oh,
Those are the possibilities.
you're gonna have to do it or not.
That was
gotta
another
go for
four.
it.
Well, I don't want to tell her what to do, so I wanted to
Jojo,
let her
did you
know
want to nominate?
she has options.
Yeah, you know what? I would love to nominate J-Mac. Sorry, dude.
JoJo's
Okay.
nominating J-Mac. Do you want to say why?
I'm the saint. You vote me out, the game's over. So I do what you want to do.
JoJo's evil. We know that. I tried to have her
Okay.
So
killed.
the bad
Carol.
guys had to luck out and
Yeah.
poison
I
the
don't feel like
librarian
that's
on
my
turn
defense
1.
here.
Hang on 1 minute. Everyone let JoJo say her accusation.
Okay. I don't trust J-Mac because I never did, and because if John's information is close to correct, that puts him in that category. I don't know that we need to kill him right now. I mostly think that the reason I want to kill him right now is so that I don't die, which is kind of stupid. So we don't need to kill him right now. But
You're
we
not
do-
you're
You're
not on the
not gonna
block.
die.
on the chopping
You're
block
off the
right now.
block
You're
because
off
you
the
don't.
block.
point, but everybody's saying I'm so bad. I feel like
Oh.
next time I'm gonna be out of here.
Gotcha,
And I
okay.
don't like
I-
that. So I think we should wait a little bit, but I definitely do not trust him. I want John to get more information. I don't know about him. I don't think his information is correct.
Max, your last thing you said was JoJo's evil. I tried to kill her. What does that mean?
No, not to trust what she's saying, but just if JMac is the saint, we don't have to, I agree with what Ross said before. Let's just wait on him.
I don't necessarily think J-Max the saint. My only problem with the whole thing is Yahoo, if he is the empath, should not be reading J-Mac unless he happened to be poisoned the whole time.
He wasn't. What?
We're going to
You know-
start the vote with Ross.
There's an awful lot of really
3,
perfect poisoning for
2,
that theory to work.
1. We need
Yeah.
5 votes on J-Mac.
Just cause.
I thought you were gonna wait, Ross. So much for waiting.
Yeah, I don't know if we
Got
should do it.
impatient?
Well, we're not going to get the 4. We need 5 to do it. It's not going to happen unless these two jump on it.
Yeah,
Yep.
there he is. It's 'cause
Yeah.
you
There's
just
been,
don't-
Oh, shoot. That's bad.
yeah. There's Team Evil right there.
Yep.
Any other nominations?
Dang it.
Of people that haven't nominated.
Why?
Okay, so here's how we get out of it because now they've confirmed themselves as evil.
Yep.
How we get out of it is we get 6 votes on someone we don't care about.
Me. Go ahead.
Whoa.
Kill me. Take me out.
Right.
Or 5 votes.
Or me. Put
Or
6
5 votes, so
6
nobody's on the chopping block.
You can't. Yeah, 5 votes on whatever, but we need to tie 5. And
Sorry
that
to
would
do that.
I mean,
Well,
evil.
Ross, you've already
Yahoo's
been
evil. We
nominated,
just
right?
need it. We should have
Yeah.
killed
Yeah,
him.
JoJo and
I don't know why
Yahoo
we
are
didn't.
evil, as I've been saying for many rounds.
Okay,
So-
I think we have to
Because I'm the
nominate.
psychic, a special.
Who's the demon then?
Good
Max.
question.
What have we heard from
It would
Max?
be me, but it's not.
Okay, so I think we have to nominate Chris and Matthew. You're kind of the deciding vote to either.
I'll be going first, won't I?
No, not with Chris. With Chris, you would be the
Oh,
one.
David
voting
goes. Yeah.
last.
Well, I'll
And
vote
Chris,
for
you can
myself
also
too.
vote for yourself to
Who else can we
either tie or
nominate if
not.
we
So
don't?
I will nominate Chris simply because that's the only way that makes sense for us to possibly be able to tie this vote.
So we need to confirm. We need 4 to tie.
5
No,
to
we
tie.
need 5 to
5
tie.
5 to tie.
to tie.
To take the lead.
Everybody's completely confident J-Mac is not the demon.
At this
Yes.
point, no.
I'm
I'm not.
confident
I'm
that
J-Mac
definitely
at this
not.
point,
I'm
yes.
definitely not.
I'm not confident in anything. At this point.
At this point, I'm more confident. If it's Yahoo and JoJo, and there's a chef who got a 1, then it can't be all 3 of them.
Yeah.
And I
But-
feel it's a Yahoo and
So
Great.
JoJo.
Yahoo and JoJo.
I
What
should
if
have
it's-
killed you when
what
I
if
had the
it's-
chance.
What if it's Sean?
Yahoo is the common denominator. If we're looking at a pair in that 3,
What if it's
Yahoo-
Sean? What if the
I
pair is
got-
John and Sean though?
I got cleared by John.
Twice.
That's my problem.
yeah.
He didn't
What if
get
the pair is
cleared
Sean and John.
because
So maybe it's me
John.
and Max. You never. Maybe it's some sort of
John.
rivalry between the minions.
you got
Chris,
Matthew and a Yahoo as a yes,
I just-
but that could have been Matthew. Who'd you do with a Yahoo outside of Matthew?
Yahoo and Max.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
You know what? And we'll know. We'll
Never mind. Guess
Hey,
it's not
Yahoo.
me then.
Chris,
Yeah.
Yahoo and Chris was a no. Yahoo and Max was a no.
Okay.
Yahoo and Matthew was a yes.
Okay.
Chris, you voted to kill J-Mac, so it's a little bit weird that you're so upset with me for voting to kill him.
Yeah, but you looked evil when you did it.
Okay, so it's just an interpretation.
On Chris.
Okay.
Yahoo looked extremely.
Okay, we want to kill Chris. Is this right? The good
Yes.
Well,
people
we
wanna
want to
kill
get to
Chris?
5 votes for Chris.
Yep.
David gets the first dead vote. In or
Vince,
first
kill him.
David.
What's your vote?
in 3,
What the hell's going on?
I'm gonna
2.
save my.
Vote-
I'm gonna
vote-
We needed to get to 5 votes and 5 votes only.
Starting the vote. Vince does use his dead vote.
Six, 7. So he's dead. 6.
Do I need to die?
No.
Okay. Actually, Vince could have saved it dead vote then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he could
Oh
have.
well. Sorry, Vince. Yeah.
So 5 votes ties.
I think that's everybody.
Any other
right?
nominations? In 5. I don't even know if it's possible. 4, 3,
Very long day.
Yeah.
1.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to bed.
That was.
There's so many
Good
votes
night,
for me.
everybody.
Good night, everybody.
I thought.
Boy, I'm just playing pure chaos in this game. And I should have killed a Yahoo when I had the chance. Should have killed JoJo when I had the chance. Something inside me is just like, don't kill. Stop it. We're murdering the rest of this game out. More murder won't come again. I have a feeling Yahoo's going to die in the night. To cause more confusion. I ain't gonna fall for it.
Okay, well, we got a little bit of news. JoJo disappeared in the night, but that is because I don't know what happened to her computer. She has not returned, so I don't know what's going on with that. But Chris has, game-wise, has died in the night.
Why? Why, Yahoo? Why did you kill me?
What?
Why did you kill me?
Yeah. Okay. So when John gets back, there's 2 things I would like to hear. First, David, you've got to give me some. I'm asking you to give me some information here, because if you're the drunk so and so, I need to know that, because I strongly suspect JoJo. I strongly suspect Yahoo at this point, and I believe that someone, John can tell me now. John, early in the game, did you tell anybody what your role was? Who was the first person you admitted your role to?
I talked to Chris and Yahoo the first day, and I got no's then.
So my theory is this, is that somehow they kind of pieced together that you had an important role, and they let the poisoner know to mess with you, is what I think.
So last night, I checked Yahoo and Joe, and I got a yes again. So
okay.
I saw Yahoo whenever somebody got that one more vote to kill to kill somebody innocent. I forget who that was.
Yeah.
Yahoo had quite a smile on his face.
Okay.
So I feel entirely confident.
Okay. So does anybody want to do it? Want the honor of nominating him?
Well, are we going to break rooms here, or are we not going to break rooms?
Oh, we either are.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Chris, do you want to reveal who you were or say anything?
I'm dead, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You're dead.
That hurts. I was clearly either the possible once, maybe the Undertaker, or the Washerwoman. I was one of those 2, possibly, maybe.
And now you can just tell us.
Yep, I did.
You don't know how Chris plays yet.
You'll get used to it, or you won't.
I'll nominate a Yahoo.
So, we're going to go to break rooms. We got break rooms. I'd like to
They're not
talk to
even open
Matthew.
Can't kill
We'll
me yet.
open up nominations as
You want
well.
to talk to me, Chris?
Yeah, I
What
do.
you said?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. No, I won't open up
I'll
nominations.
come to your room. Okay.
I'll come to your room.
All right, David.
think he said he was going to my room, but I said I was going to his room. So I don't know where we're going. We'll figure it out. Oh, good. Oh, good. You said you figured out we're going here.
I knew you were going to be dead. But I was looking, I'm like, well, there's suspicion on John. There's suspicion on Max, suspicion on Jojo, Yahoo, and JMac, and some on Ross, but not much. So I'm like, Chris is dead.
I know, right?
I was like, you have to die because you're like the least suspected person.
I know, right?
But,
so, do you have any information that can help piece this together for me? So I can not be taken shot? Oh, damn.
And I protected JMac the first night because he always dies.
Oh, nice.
You know, I was like, JMac always dies first night. I was like, if it's somebody who knows JMac, maybe they do that. And then I protected Yahoo because he went after Sean really heavy. So I thought maybe people would try to use that to kill him to, you know, kind of point fingers at other people. But
yeah,
I got killed. So.
All right.
What were you actually the washerwoman? Is that?
I will only admit it here in this private area. Out there, I am still possibly the Undertaker.
Yeah. I kind of figured you weren't the Undertaker, but I actually had you down for chef because I was like, okay, he's the chef.
Oh, wait. No, wait. I am the chef, aren't I? Hold on. You start knowing how many... Yeah, that's right. The chef. It's been so long since I've actually claimed my real role.
I changed Vince to chef because I thought Vince. So Vince is the washerwoman then, I guess?
I don't know. Vince is... I don't know if I should out his role. I mean, I guess it's not a big deal. He died, which is why I know there's no spy, because he was actually, as far as I know, good. Like, he was able to clear me with his death. I'll just say that.
Okay. So, yeah.
So that's fine. I'm going to go see if I can talk to Max then and see if he's got any information, because he has given none, and he could be the piece we're missing. But I'm the chef. I'm not the washer.
The worry I have is like, is if John is bad and you're getting the pairs from Sean.
True.
That's what I'm worried about this pairs thing, is that it could be that.
It could be.
I don't know at this point.
Yeah, but
I'm impressed Ross is still alive in this game. I thought he'd be dead early.
Right? A Yahoo and Jojo. I've always had suspicion on a Yahoo this game.
I only talked to Yahoo yesterday, and he did kind of hint he was the empath, but
yeah,
he didn't really, you know.
But I've had such suspicion on the whole game. I was like, I don't know if I believe he's the empath.
I talked to Jojo like the first day, I think, and that's it. I haven't really gone back. But I didn't really, yeah. And I don't think, I was hoping that like my death I would be able to point fingers at people in my death, but nobody, like I talked to you and I didn't really tell into my role. So like, I just think I was a random kill. I don't think I was a kill the monk kind of thing, you know?
Which is why I don't think there's a spy. So
yeah, I don't think there's a spy either. I think it's a baron and a poisoner. It has to be.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, dang it. I want to talk to...
Chris, I'm hurt.
Who was that?
You were so mean to me.
And now I'm going to kill you.
There are 6 players, right? So
6
that means the
players,
Scarlet
we have-
Woman still could work.
We have 3 dead votes.
All right, let's
So
kill...
I'll nominate a Yahoo.
Max is nominating a Yahoo. Max, your reason.
Same as before. He's evil. He looks evil. He speaks evil.
I look evil. That is.
Can someone send the link to the?
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I sent it to you to Facebook.
I'll tell you why. Again, he hasn't said he hadn't said much for a long time, right? But then he said he's the empath, which I think he was trying to see if there was someone who claimed to be the empath or whatever, right? He wanted to see which role he wanted to take. No one seemed to be claiming it, so he took empath, which was a really good one to take if he's sitting next to one of his evil cohorts. Then he can, right, take suspicion away from Jojo, of course, the evil Jojo. So, so I'm still onto that, Joe and Yahoo. So,
yeah,
I don't know.
and I
Does
think
anyone have anything good to say about Yahoo?
go ahead. Yeah.
I don't. Yahoo. You know, come
It's
on.
good. Joe's in like multiple angles.
That was your contribution.
But look, keep me out of this.
You brought
Joe,
yourself in.
Joe, you can go on your own computer. It's working. You just have to unmute yourself on your own computer.
Well,
we
then
can
it would
hear you.
echo. It would echo if they're that close.
They're in
Oh,
the
then
same-
it would echo. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
You'll also need to be in a different room.
We're getting like double JoJo.
It's working.
I know.
So I think Ross is right that I was probably getting poisoned and thrown, and that's why Yahoo was showing up as good for me. I do think Yahoo is the demon. I saw the smile on his face. That said, my game plan, and if everybody who's still alive would agree, that's awesome. But I would go for a Yahoo first, and if he is not the demon, then it can only be JMac.
Yeah, who do you want to give a defense?
I believe that it is JMac. Have I been nominated yet? Because I'd like to nominate JMac.
You have been nominated.
You have been nominated.
Max
Okay.
nominated you.
Yeah, look at the smile on his face. You're so dead.
No, I'm laughing because you're losing the game for us.
Yeah, I think you'd be mad if not smiling.
Let's just kill a Yahoo JMac. If he is the saint, we can put it off. We can kill him eventually if
We don't
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
kill the Saints.
You have more to say?
No, I know what I'm saying is that, if we're unsure that he's this saint or not, we might not want to kill him right away, but a Yahoo, we don't need his empath. He's useless. So
How many
I don't
votes
think
do
it's
we
going.
want?
I don't think it's going to matter anyway once a Yahoo's dead.
Everyone be quiet. Let a Yahoo speak if he
How
wants to.
many?
Okay, guys. Yeah, we're turning into Levine here. Let's let him.
Sorry.
I trusted John.
Let's not go
It
crazy.
appears that was an unfounded decision. I also accused him. That was wiser. And I I would like to err on the side of claiming that I am the slayer, and I declare John.
You are shooting John. What do you want to use for your weapon?
Just like a pea shooter.
Pea shooter? Well, he uses the pea shooter, but it just kind of trickles straight down, and it's a huge miss.
I mean, John doesn't at least get
the pea trickles. Oh.
Yeah.
He didn't,
Oh
he
my
didn't
goodness, the
specify.
storyteller's even
That kind of
Wrong shooter.
Poor Jude.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Oh, no. Tinkle,
Okay,
tinkle.
we're gonna do the vote on Yahoo now. Starting in 3.
How many votes do we want on this?
All of them.
Three is
I don't
Okay.
think dead
Or
people need to give
majority.
up their votes, but all the
Yeah,
live
dead
people
people
should.
don't need to vote.
Yeah, 4.
There's your evil team.
So
Evil
weird.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Team
meant
evil.
to vote to kill him.
So
Yo, what?
weird.
Oh, JoJo, holy cow.
Oh,
Dust
that's
is all get out.
weird.
No,
Yo, I
I
meant
clicked the
to.
button. It's not working because I split screen and I was clicked onto my Zoom. So you have.
Oh, okay.
Oh, come on! You
Yep,
think I did
sure.
Okay.
I used an out of game excuse.
Okay.
Hold on.
No,
I
I
do.
meant to vote him. You can count that vote if you want because that's not what I meant to do. I was the last vote anyway, so nobody's not like anyone's opinion could have changed my mind.
Okay, so I would
The
like
number
to.
of votes is important, though.
We have 5.
We're getting down to the
Five
nitty
votes.
gritty here. I would like to
Four
ask:
votes.
Does
Four
Max?
votes.
Does anybody know Max's role? Because Max
Yes,
hasn't said
I
anything.
do. I do. I don't want to share it.
It's that worthwhile, huh?
I might
Yeah.
know it, but he got cut off. But I think I know it.
Yeah, I was just about to tell you, and we.
Yeah, he said, "I'm the," and then it stopped.
Timed it perfectly.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I see. He's the virgin.
Need a
Got it.
nomination.
I'm the.
So whatever.
Any other nominations? I don't need a nomination. Any other nominations?
Wait, I'm confused. How did Yahoo not die? I thought we were killing him.
No,
Oh,
but he's
sorry.
on the,
Never.
He's on the
On
block.
the top.
he's on the
Let's
block.
still vote somebody
This
else
isn't
out.
werewolf. You don't die right away.
I know. I'm getting confused.
That's okay.
All right.
So no more nominations. Let's close nominations.
I mean, we'll
so
kill you
just-
next
So we
week,
can
okay.
kill a Yahoo.
A Yahoo.
Start a countdown.
Yeah.
10, 9, 8.
Oh, the tension.
A Yahoo, you're not nominating anyone?
Dum. Dum.
The chef didn't bake you a cake, did he?
No, I get nothing.
Nothing. A Yahoo dies. A Yahoo, how do you want to be killed?
I don't know. I always enjoy being like in a garage with a running car.
Oh, that's so sad.
Dude,
I
so
don't know if they
sad.
have cars in a polar station or a garage, but they had
There's a
something like
generator.
they had like some type of heater going on inside the polar station that got some combustion going, and Yahoo perished that way. And we are all going to stop playing the game because the game has ended.
Oh,
I screwed up. I shouldn't have voted. I really shifted things with that vote. I thought it would be awesome if we killed the Saint, though.
I will go over the roles here, so I'm going to mute everyone. And then once I get the mute screen up, there we go.
You didn't screw up. You did the right thing.
Okay, so we had Vince was the Raven Keeper. He got killed the first night by the imp, so he got his information right away. He picked Chris and got the chef. Max, who no one or very few people knew who he was, I think. He was the mayor. Never got anything. His role never came into play. Jojo was the poisoner the whole game and picked Ross the first day. Then Chris got picked a couple times in a row. Then she hit John the first day that he looked at it, or one of the days that he looked at an imp, which kind of worked out well. And then I don't remember who she picked after that. Yahoo was the Baron who became the imp halfway through the game, or about a quarter of the way through the game. And I'll go over that in a minute. J-Mac was the Saint. He was not lying about that the whole game. If you killed him, you would have lost. Ross thought he was the librarian, but he was the drunk. He got shown that David and Jojo were the drunk, but that was wrong information. Matthew was the real imp and killed himself night 2 because there was a lot of suspicion on him. And it passed to a Yahoo. And I'm going to jump up because John picked Matthew the day before Matthew changed or killed himself, and it changed to a Yahoo. And then the next night, John picked Matthew and a Yahoo, which were the old imp and the new imp, which I found kind of humorous. Chris was the chef the whole game. He did get the 1. And he was covering for David, who was the Undertaker. And David got no information other than that Sean was the drunk. You told me that he was the imp. Yep, the imp. And I could say that because he is the recluse and that power stays even after they die. I was hoping that Ross would have died early as the librarian because then he would have gotten the drunk, and that probably would have possibly could have confused David, thinking that he might have been drunk because that decoy early from Ross made him think that he could have been possibly drunk. John was a fortune teller. I already went over that, and that was your game of Trouble Brewing. Oh, the bluff rolls were Empath, which a Yahoo took, Monk, which Matthew took, and Slayer, which Jojo took. And you can all unmute yourselves.
John, would it have changed anything if your results for a Yahoo and Jojo had been no?
We'll never know.
We'll
never know.
Yeah, she got off the internet, and so she wasn't able to poison you last night, which sucked.
So, sorry, Scott, you give the evil guys bluff rolls?
Yep. So they get 3 rolls that are not in the game. It only goes to the demon, and then they can pass it off to their minions.
Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Ability too.
Okay.
I didn't know that either. So I nearly claimed a roll and then found out that not.
I like talk to you then, I guess, Jojo.
Yeah, me too.
Well, Matthew was very tricky. He convinced me he was the monk and even said who he saved and everything. That was good.
I saved you first night, J-Mac, because I didn't want you to die first night because you always die first night.
Thank you.
And then I killed Vince because I just picked a random person I didn't know, hoping that everyone would just be like, oh, it's got to be Ross just killing his friends.
I'm confused, Matthew. Did you save anybody?
Sorry?
I was surprised that you all
I
didn't.
saved JMac first night and then Yahoo second night. But they
That was
both-
your bluff roll, the monk. You
Yeah.
weren't really,
No, yeah, I didn't actually save anyone.
you didn't really do anything.
But I wasn't going to kill JMac the first night because he dies the first night in like every game. And that seems to
David,
be-
you got played around. Your mind got played around with that
Oh
game.
man, I was
Yeah.
really surprised that I was killed though, because if I thought that all the information that I was getting was bad, then I don't know.
It seemed like the information you were getting was not bad. That's why I killed you.
I only had one information, and that was that Sean was the imp.
Yeah. Well, that I don't think that would have been that way if you were drunk.
Yeah, technically that's correct information.
Because
Even
he
though it's
claimed
bad.
recluse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be,
Yeah, the
it could be
recluse is-
either. That's the best part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could
But
have been
drunk
him.
doesn't mean that you're always getting bad information.
No, that's true.
Almost most of the time.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
And I thought there was a possibility you were drunk. I knew JoJo wasn't drunk. However, I didn't have a better target. That's a really good roll. And if you weren't drunk, I definitely didn't want you in the game. And I hadn't yet figured out that John was the fortune teller, or I would have. I don't know. I wanted one of you to be poisoned and all the rest of you to die.
Yahoo's empath, unfortunately, sitting next to a demon and a saint, or not a demon, a minion and a saint. His bluff could have worked out a lot better if people were dying next to him, but
Yeah. Well, I also was given mine. I didn't get a choice. I wouldn't have wanted to take empath. I would have chosen for Matthew to have that since he was the one on an island.
Yeah, I guess I didn't. Yeah, I didn't even talk to Yahoo until like day 6. So.
Well, I didn't even know you were assigned. Yeah. Bluff.
Yeah, you get the demon
get
gets
picked.
3 bluff rolls, and they can do with them what they will.
So, Yahoo, you were the Baron originally?
Yeah.
So we had 3 outsiders.
Yep.
We had the Saint, the Recluse, and
The
Drunk.
drunk.
oh, the Drunk's an outsider. Yeah. Okay, I get it. Yeah.
that's the only role I plant at the beginning is the drunk. And it wasn't because Ross was hosting the night. I literally said before the game when I was doing it, I said I'm going to give it to an information role because I rarely ever do that. So I decided to do that for this game just to mix it up for myself.
And
a
it's
little bit.
and
It was
it's
a good call.
wise. It was a very good call because he knows I give information within 30 seconds of having received it. So
Well, and I
It
would
was
say
really either you or me, so yeah, it is a better role.
yeah.
making the librarian drunk isn't as big of a deal because it's like one piece of information. And if I heard correctly, JoJo poisoned him the first day anyway.
Yep. So
Yeah.
would have got
Oh, yeah.
would have
So it didn't even matter.
either way.
So
Yeah,
what
I was like, go me, look what I did. And
yeah,
then-
nice. So what did the new players? What did you guys think?
It was a lot of fun.
I loved it. I did not. It didn't feel like as long as it was, which is
No.
good.
Like that was 3 hours that shot by.
Yeah.
And just for length of game too, in real life without Zoom and I tend to let people talk a lot. So if you get a storyteller that is more on top of things, I just like letting people talk. So my games go extra long usually, but with a quicker storyteller and in person, the games last like an hour and a half. When
Yeah.
they play on Discord, they last about an hour and a half. Or about that.
It's fun to let us talk if we
Yeah.
want to
I
talk.
like it. I
Yeah.
like being able to have
Especially
conversations.
with new players. It lets them
It was under
have some
3 hours,
interaction.
so it wasn't too
Like
bad.
I was impressed at how well Max was able to figure out, and even
Max had it nailed like right
Yeah,
out.
I was just like-
furious with how Max figured it out.
Yeah.
It made me very angry.
It's the new Melissa.
maybe it's the MA, but not Matthew. It's,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
think
didn't get any information that helped me find a bad guy at all.
Max, you were with me
Like I
and
could
Vince.
eliminate like 75% of people and say, nope, these people are all good. They're all good, but I couldn't pick between the other 5.
Yeah, I
Right.
made a couple blunders. I really wanted to kill Ross, but I was genuinely confused because the one hand was pointing at JMac, and I was like, what the heck is happening? I obviously want to kill everyone I can, and then that vote to kill JMac was such a mistake. Like, that cost me the game. I don't think
Yeah.
people were, like, seriously suspect, except for Max, obviously. Well, Chris, you're often suspect of me the very first day with 0 information, so.
I called you out when we were talking with John that one day. I was like, no, I don't want to give him any information. I
Yeah,
was
like
like,
when
I think you're
J-Mac was
equally
on-
off.
When JMac was on the block and you guys were like, "Hey Matt, you need to use your dead vote," I'm like, "Yeah, it's not gonna happen."
Yeah.
I kind of wish I'd been able to use it on JMac, but I was right at the beginning, and I
So
was
then-
like, I can't use it at the beginning because it would look way too suspect.
Matthew, and as soon as I realized that you were going to be like the last vote, my heart sunk. I'm like, oh, he's the bad guy. He's totally a bad guy.
But I didn't get to do anything with my vote. I didn't get to.
Yeah, Matthew, I didn't suspect, so I got Joe and a Yahoo. My question was, who's the third one? Just couldn't figure it out, and I kept thinking it was J-Mac. I didn't know, but then could he be the Saint? So
It was interesting.
didn't know who the third one was.
I
game
thought that Matt
turned on a
Matt-
dime. It was like I thought the bad team was going to win for a while, and then all of a sudden, because there was suspicion like all over the place, and not on Yahoo at all, and then all of a sudden, like shortly after I thought that, then all of a sudden it just like slammed onto Yahoo and JoJo kind of out of nowhere. Other than Max, who had it pegged from the beginning. But that was interesting.
I knew we were in trouble because I just looked at it. I was like, I think when I talked to Yahoo, I'm like, seems like everybody's confirmed except for Yahoo and JoJo and Max. Like
and
Max is the only Max. So like, those are the three, and I'm just like, this is gonna be tough because
I didn't want to reveal publicly I was the mayor.
No, that makes sense.
That put a target on me.
It makes sense.
Yeah. No, it was a good move.
If there were three people left, or if someone, if you guys were going to go to kill me, then I would quickly declare I'm the mayor. Let me stay until we have three, and then I'll use my power.
But you know what?
You were putting a suspicion on yourself. You were putting a target on your back to be dead at night. But then, but the thing is, like, they can't kill you because you're a potential bad guy that they can start during the day. Right. So like you did a good job of I can stay alive because they can't kill me because they need to target me during the day. The bad team.
The Max, what was your role?
Mayor.
Yep.
If Max did get hit, I probably would have bounced it to someone else.
I couldn't figure out who to kill, Chris or you, which I would have killed you over Chris because Chris got, day one information and that was it.
Okay, so if you guys ever want to keep a secret, tell Vince. Holy cow, I could not pry Chris's role out of Vince to save my life.
It was the Undertaker, possibly, perhaps.
No, I knew that wasn't true because I had already confirmed it was David.
Yeah, I guess when I found out that David was the Undertaker, I wish we would have talked.
Night, Josh.
Good night.
Take care.
I'm glad we didn't kill you.
Yeah, me
yeah, me too.
Thanks for playing, Josh.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I kind of wish that when me, Max, and Vince were talking that Max would have told me he was the mayor. I wouldn't have pressed him in public so many times. I would have been like, I don't know your role, Max. But he never told me, and that was at the same time Vince was telling him that who I was. So I was, oh well.
Yeah, I think Chris later in the game.
We could have met again. You could have asked me. I would have told you. Probably.
Yeah, I probably should have. But
Chris later in the game was just like, well, I can confirm there's no spy because the people they targeted the first couple days would not like. And I was just like, oh, so I killed the Raven Keeper.
Yep. At that point, I didn't care. I was like, I'll just give it all out because there's like 4 people left.
The funny thing is, like, I was like, okay, if I'm just gonna pick a random person. But if I was gonna kill, I was like, I don't want to kill. Like, if I feel like if I kill like a Yahoo or Ross, then everyone's gonna know it's me.
Yeah, you usually do go after me. And Max, we'll talk about the timing. You were just about to tell JoJo your role, and you got bumped out of the room.
Oh, that's
the poisoner.
And so I was like, that sounds like Mayor, but there was no way.
That was just a coincidence, but I figured it didn't really matter.
It would have.
Because she was going to die, I was thinking, but...
See, if you see... And
she
if
can still talk.
She knew you were Mayor, and she poisoned you, then the bounce doesn't happen. So if they do target you at night, you die. All right.
Automatically die. I can't bounce you at all.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
So if the mayor's poisoned, like let's say there's 4 players left, the mayor's poisoned, and then there's 3 players left, the mayor's still alive. If they don't do an execution, the game would end then, I guess, right?
That would end the game as long as he's not poisoned. If he's poisoned when there's
3 people left, let's say like night 4
got poisoned that night and then someone else died, so there's 3. He's still poisoned during the day. The game would not end at that point.
And then the minion would kill one more and win.
Yep.
Because my power, I can't use my power while poisoned.
Your power would be completely broken.
So if it's the mayor, the imp, and the poisoner in the last, you're in trouble.
Yeah. Wow. What'd you think, Vince?
It was a lot of fun. As not, not a game that I'm too good at, but it was fun to play.
At least you got to keep playing even though you're dead. So
Yeah.
Right.
you
Yeah.
died early, but
Was it still fun being dead most of it?
Yeah, because I could still interact and still, try to pass off information and stuff.
Yeah.
And gain
or,
information.
or not pass information.
I was still suspect of you, Ross.
Yeah, no, rightfully so.
Asked other people's information.
Vince did very good with his information. He kept it.
Yeah.
Where
I
he
feel like
needed
I'm-
to.
Thank you.
I feel like I'm way more evil in this game than in like regular werewolf. Like I feel like I played. If I play this, I'm more than half the time evil, and I don't like it.
But
I
the
think
same,
Matthew's been evil in every single game I've
Yeah.
story told, played in.
Until today.
Every
Only
single
one.
time I played this game, I've been evil.
Is this the first?